1,000 vehicles and over 100 holiday lease offers from Mercedes-Benz, Audi, BMW, Volvo, and more. It's all in one place, and the savings starts now. RusNetCars.com. Your sleigh awaits.
You and I make decisions every day, but on PrizePicks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss any of the excitement this sports season, because on PrizePicks, whether you're a football fan, a basketball fan, or a fan of both like me, it always feels good to be right. Been doing a ton of PrizePicks for football season, but with the start of basketball season, you don't think I'm going to be riding that Luka train night after night? Absolutely. And PrizePicks now's offering stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. You want to pick more on Luka's points, threes, and assists? Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup only on PrizePicks. Plus, you can follow other PrizePicks players directly on the app and copy their lineups in one pick. Whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab on PrizePicks. Download the app today. Use the code TRAV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code TRAV to get $50 in lineups after you play that first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Celebrate back-to-back championships with the Dodgers' newest minor league affiliate, the Ontario Tower Buzzers. As ESPN LA broadcasts live from noon to 3 p.m. from Legends Attic in Claremont, featuring World Series hero Miguel Rojas for a special autograph signing. Join mascot Maverick, win prizes, and get all your ticket info this Friday at Legends Attic in Claremont. Visit TowerBuzzers.com for season tickets and to join the mailing list. The Ontario Tower Buzzers, proud partner of ESPN LA's broadcast from Legends Attic with Miguel Rojas.
Hey, what's up? It's Sedano. I'm here with the crazy Hernandez brothers from Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. What if I'm at home, I'm like, I got to do this project, but I keep putting it off because I'm worried about the finances part of it. Like, what do you suggest those people do?
We all have a honey-do list, right? And you're the numbers guy. Your wife says, hey, I want to do this living room floor. You're putting it off because you're thinking it's going to cost me $5,000. Give us a call. Give me your square footage. You'll be surprised at what we can do for you.
A 5-minute phone call can save you thousands of dollars.
For the best prices on hardwood, carpet, and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Purple and gold fans, nothing beats the thrill of catching the Lake Show live. Every bounce, every bucket, every moment is amplified when you witness it with your own eyes. Snag your tickets now, even if it's last minute, at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Los Angeles Lakers. Find your seats this season at Lakers.com/ticket exchange. That's Lakers.com/ticket exchange. Hope to see you there. Let's go, Lake Show.
Hello, I'm Richard Navarro, General Manager at Fleming Steakhouse and Wine Bar in downtown Los Angeles, where unforgettable dining meets the heart of the city. Whether it's prime steaks, fresh seafood, or a handcrafted cocktail, we're here to make your next experience out exceptional. Call us today at 213-745-9911 to reserve your next table. We're open for lunch and dinner. Fleming's, where great steaks, good times. Call at 213-745-9911.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Are you ready to unleash the beast? Monster Energy is here to give you the edge this college tailgate season. Loaded with bold flavors, our powerful blend gives you the energy you need to push you beyond your limits. Tune in all season long with Monster, the energy drink of ESPN Radio College Football Tour. Power your performance with a drink that's as hungry for victory as you are. Crack open an ice-cold Monster and dominate your competition. Monster Energy, unleash the beast.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here, KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles.
Sports. And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Friday afternoon.
Island. Best show on the radio.
Here we go, Friday, the 14th of November. Special edition of Mason and Ireland. Because no Johnny I, but guess who is here? The one and only Sweet Tea, Travis Rogers. Mason and Travis, special edition on this rainy Friday because we are live at Legends Attic in the city of Claremont with Miguel Rojas, the World Series hero.
Payoff pitch to Rojas. Swing and a high fly ball. Left field. It's back. It's on its way. Out of here. And we are tied. Miguel Rojas. A solo homer to left. And the veteran is evening this one up. It is 4-4.
Celebrating all afternoon long. Come on down. We're here till 3:30. Be part of it. Press the flesh. Meet Miguel Rojas. More details at legendsaddict.com. Plus a major weekend to get you ready for. Of course, we'll lead you up to coverage of Lakers basketball tonight and get you ready for USC Iowa tomorrow at the Coliseum. Rams Seahawks Sunday at SoFi and so much more. Let's do it. Broadcasting live this afternoon from Legends Attic in the city of Claremont with Miguel Rojas.
So with that said, let's get this going.
And, of course, the legend Oral Hershiser, Travis's BFF. Oh. Let's do it. Mason and Ireland today. Mason and Travis.
Yeah.
Yo, Friday afternoon right now.
I got a head. There we go, Mace.
Yeah.
I'm fired up. I am fired up.
I am so excited. You know, we just heard the call of the Miguel Rojas home run, and I'm like, I got chills all over again. I'm like, oh, man.
Up again.
That happened.
It's a couple of weeks now, and it still puts a smile on my face. And it's going to last for, 40 years. Every time I hear Gibson, hair on the back of your neck stands up.
Absolutely.
Every time you hear Freddie, same thing. Miguel hit one of those home runs.
Unbelievable. So, I just got the tour.
You got the quick version.
The quick tour.
Yeah.
But, wow, Legends Attic. This is beautiful stuff. Oh, man.
It is one of my favorite things I get to do in this job.
Yeah.
And we've come out here a lot over the last couple of years, and it's the vision of Eddie Alizadeh and Oral Hershiser, and you get, the incredible art of Dave Hobrecht.
Oh, my
and
God,
so
beautiful
many cool
stuff.
things. And I said when we were making the little trip, walking across the parking lot to where we are right now, that every time I come in here, there's something new.
Yes.
And I'm always excited to do it. We got something new that we're going to unveil here.
Yeah,
in just a minute. Yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready to do this? You were just described.
Oral's roaming around, but
I just, and he's just kind of lurking.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's getting warmed up.
He's in the bullpen. He's getting loose. But yeah, just an incredible spot.
Oh, amazing. And so among the guests we're bringing you today, the Miguel Rojas.
Yes.
We have obviously Oral Hershiser. We've got Rick Dempsey.
Yep.
Who else is coming by?
Stephen Nelson. John Hartung. And we've got Dave Hobrecht, the artist here at Legends Attic. So it's going to be just a great day. We got some very cool memorabilia that we're going to get to unveil as well.
Oh, nice. Now, tell me do you know what's behind the?
I was given a little bit of a sneak preview,
were
so I
you?
have seen it. And
can you give me a hint?
It is about the guest of honor.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes, it is. It is relative to the guest of honor.
Very good.
Every time I see one of Dave's things, I'm like, that's amazing. And he and I have had the conversation 100 times. The detail in this artwork is just extraordinary.
I don't even know how do you do it? Like, how does he do it?
I don't know.
Is he doing it from photographs? Is he doing it from...
He's going to come on. And
okay, I got Dave Hobrecht questions.
I've seen him put some of these things together because he can do them. I'm not saying that it's done quickly, but I've seen some of the things they do, some splatter art that they've done. We can't do it today because of the rain and some other things, but it's extraordinary how this thing comes together and the way that he can make a photograph come to life on this thing. And one of the things he does that I love is he'll change the perspective on some iconic moments that we've seen, and it kind of gives you from a different angle.
Yeah.
It's terrific.
Yeah, and by the way, there's Lakers stuff in there that is really cool. Movie stuff in there that's amazing. I saw a Frank Sinatra thing that was really cool. I mean, just unbelievable stuff. And this is the invention. This place was created by Eddie
and Oral. They're the owners of the place, and like they say, they have to get a bigger spot because they keep adding stuff to it.
I know.
Every time it's like more and more packed to the gills.
Yeah, it is crazy. Wow, I am so excited to be here because I've heard you doing shows from here, and I've been envious. I'm
what is it? Debbie Downer, right?
Debbie Downer.
Then I've got the Debbie Downer. Not when I come here.
No, not at all.
Yeah, when I show up at Legends Attic, the Debbie Downer is out the door.
Yeah. By the way, Oral and I went to the same university.
I knew that.
Yeah, Bowling Green State University. We were in the same fraternity.
Oh.
Sigma Phi Epsilon.
Okay.
He beat me there by a couple years. Not many.
Yeah.
Not many.
Do you guys have a secret handshake or anything that you can do?
We are not going to do the secret handshake today because we don't want to give it away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
that's secret.
It is so secret. We do not want to give it away.
What does the secret handshake get you access to?
All of
Is it open like a secret chamber or something?
All of the inside language, inside information.
All
of
of
the history.
Bowling Green opens up to you once you have this
Exactly.
handshake.
It's like National Treasure.
University.
I know you can appreciate.
Oh, there
that.
you go. There you go. So, man, it is such a. It was a cool. The rain isn't bad, by the way.
No, it's not.
The rain is not terrible.
It's not so bad.
It is going to rain.
It's the atmospheric river. I don't know.
Atmospheric river. Yeah, we talked to.
You tried to describe it yesterday. I don't know if
it was
you
like a
got
big
it right.
rain thing, and then it's
like a cloud, but it's more like a river.
It's stuck. The rain cloud is stuck, and so we're going to get it for a few days now.
We've had drizzle at my house, but if that's an atmospheric river, it's more like an atmospheric creek.
I heard the Coliseum tomorrow is going to be 2 inches of rain.
That's good
during
news for Iowa.
the game. That's good for Iowa.
Yeah. They make everything ugly and hard anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we got so much. This is like obviously greatest time of year, right? I mean, we're just off the World Series. Now we're in the heart. I mean, the November games are the games that really matter in college and the NFL. You're going to be doing the Rams this weekend. How you feeling about that?
I'm really excited about it. I think that whoever wins that game, obviously, is probably the best team in the NFC, at least for right now.
Yes.
And oddly, I think what happens, too, is whoever ends up losing that game, I think that the pundits or I told you they hadn't played anybody.
Yeah.
That we do that thing where if you win, you're the best. If you lose, you haven't really done anything. But it's a huge opportunity. Matthew Stafford is as hot as I've ever seen him.
I mean, he has said it's the best he's played in his career. And, you talk about 3 consecutive games, 4 touchdown passes, no picks. I mean, never been done before. That is just crazy.
Would you describe him as an MVP candidate or the MVP frontrunner?
He is the MVP frontrunner to me.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of Drake May, and he had a good night last night and all that stuff. They have played a really soft schedule.
Yeah. No, they have.
And he's young. He doesn't have the same narrative Matthew Stafford has.
Correct.
If he keeps up the stats the way he does, the writers want to give it to someone with a narrative, like Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, a narrative is so important with these awards. You're right, Em. And
look at last night, too, with both Otani and Cal Raleigh and Aaron Judge.
And Aaron Judge,
it was like 2 narratives, all of them coming together to pick those guys.
Sure. Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh, did they get it right?
I think they got it right, whoever they were going to pick on that side.
Yeah, I mean, there was no wrong answer, but if you had a vote...
That's a tough beat for Raleigh.
Yeah, it is
to hit 60
home
runs
runs
and not win the MVP as a catcher.
Tough. Who would you have voted
Didn't he
for?
lead in RBIs, too?
I don't know the answer to that, but
Judge beat him in most every category except home runs.
Judge got a little bit of the Otani shadow cast on him yesterday.
Sure.
Because Otani won for the 4th time, right?
Yep.
And so he's just been the second player ever to win 4 or more. Bonds has got 7.
Yeah.
Judge joined a really exclusive group. I think he became the 13th guy to win 3 MVPs. That's a really small group. There's something like 40,000 people that have played in Major League Baseball, and 13 guys have done it. And everybody's like, yeah, cool, Otani's got 4. Go get another one.
I think he's won it more times than any, or as many times as any Yankee.
I think that's
history.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. In other words, he's got. I mean,
That's
tied with guys like Yogi Berra and people like that is just amazing. I would have voted for Raleigh. I think there's a difference between. It's funny. I was listening to Rich Eisen on my way in. He was talking about most outstanding player versus most valuable player. I don't know where Seattle is without Cal Raleigh. Now, Aaron Judge, spectacular. He is the most outstanding player. But you can say
he catches.
And he catches,
which is you look at Will Smith here in L.A. Right? Will Smith always starts out at he's contending for the batting title halfway through the year. He's one of the best players in the whole league, and just the toll of catching, you just get this this ebb of your physicality that happens over the course of 6 months, and Raleigh really didn't.
Yeah,
I mean that's an extraordinary.
Yeah, it is.
There's also something to be said about both Otani and Judge. They have to be better than they were last year, and when they're so good year over year, you have to beat yourself. You're beating your own records, which is why it's so amazing that both of them are doing it this time.
Yeah, if you're Otani, you're like, man, how do I compare myself to Otani from last year? Last year's Otani.
They got it right, obviously, with choosing Otani 30 out of 30. Can you imagine being Kyle Schwarber or Juan Soto? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, what can you do?
Like, okay, so you could make the
argument.
You
could go out and throw 6 scoreless innings. That's what you could do.
Strike out 10
exactly.
in the playoffs. Offensively, all three of those guys kind of pick and choose, right?
Yes.
Whatever you like. If you like Soto, he gets on base a little more than the other two. Otani's more of a complete guy. Schwarber hits I think he hit
doesn't
one
hit
more
for
home
average,
run.
but hits more homer. Oh, yeah.
But then Otani's got this thing that goes, oh, by the way, I'm one of the 10 best pitchers in baseball? Like, it's an unfair fight. There needs to be a different award for him because MVP barely even covers it.
Yeah, it's funny when I was at the 3 home run game in the playoffs, the one where he threw 6 scoreless and struck out 10, and somebody said, "Oh yeah, it's just like Reggie Jackson." I'm like,
"No, it's not.
It's not anything like Reggie Jackson. Reggie did not throw 6 scoreless and strike out 10."
No, and that game was a blowout.
Yeah.
Right? And this one, oddly enough, even though he hit through, it wasn't a blowout. All 3 of those home runs, I believe, were solo home runs.
Yes, they were.
I think they only scored 6 runs in that whole game. It's not. Reggie had a great day. He had an iconic, and Reggie's was in the World Series. Fine. Okay, that's a little bit different. But we're talking about a totally different thing. It would be like if Bert Hooton would have hit 3 home runs in that game. Not Reggie Jackson. It would be like if, Doug Rao hit 3 home runs in that game.
Right.
Not Reggie hits home runs. Reggie doesn't pitch.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I think we're coming up next. We're going to get Oral in here. We're going to get Eddie in here.
Awesome.
I'm absolutely blown away by everything in Legends Attic. It is incredible. Are we instructing people to come here and hang out with us?
Sure. Come on out, hang out with us. 619 West Foothill Boulevard in the lovely city of Claremont. And we're going to be here for another 3 hours and 15 minutes. We go to 3:30.
Oh, we go to 3:30. Yeah, it's the bonus Miguel Rojas half hour.
Indeed.
Got to do an extra half hour with Miggy Rowe here.
Absolutely.
Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about PrizePicks. So, look, you and I make decisions every day, but on PrizePicks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this sports season. PrizePicks, whether you're a football fan, basketball fan of both like me, always feels good to be right. I had a ticket rolling last night, and unfortunately, I was relying on a Drake. It was a Red Devil, a Drake May score, touchdown, or reception, and was not able to do that. Look, PrizePicks is so much fun. It makes every game more fun. They offer stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. So let's say tonight, Luka in New Orleans. You want 3-pointers, assists, and points? You can now stack all 3 of those in the same lineup. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E, for $50 in lineups once you play your first $5 lineup. That is code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Your Lakers, your season, your home. Today, the long Laker road trip continues and makes a stop in the Big Easy for a showdown with the Pelicans.
Luka out of the backcourt. Luka give it to LaRavia. LaRavia to Rui. 3-pointer. Good again. Rui's hot.
Coverage of Lakers versus Pelicans starts today at 3:30 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey, it's Mason. The NFL is back at Cosm. Watch NFL games in shared reality at Cosm and feel the energy of game day in the Dome and in the Hall. This season, before every Rams home game, you can hang out with ESPN LA's Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens for the Rams pregame show live from the Hall at Cosm. And if you got a ticket to the game, you get in there for free. Don't miss Cosm's signature menu. Go check it out, Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com.
Support comes from Clean Power Alliance, providing 3 million residents and businesses clean electricity options. Southern California is our home. It's the air we breathe, the sky we share, the communities that connect us. Every day we have the choice to make a change. On every road, with every light we turn on, we can choose clean energy. Together, we power potential. Change is electric. Learn more at cleanpoweralliance.org/changeIsElectric.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the Hollywood sign? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save on phones and plans where everyone in the family can choose their own plan and save. So bring in your bill to your local LA Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on root metric true score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
Did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles isn't just a local favorite? They're ranked one of the best pediatric hospitals in the country by U.S. News and World Report. With nearly 17,000 surgeries a year, they handle more complex procedures than any other hospital in Southern California. That's major league expertise, right in our backyard. So when it comes to your child's health, count on the pros at the top of their game. To learn more, visit chla.org.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Looking to score big on flooring? Kick off your project with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Every day's a win, no gimmicks, no markups, just the wholesale deals on every surface. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them on the web, hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus the front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk. I know stuff. Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network, so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes! Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
And it is Mason and Ireland on your Friday special edition. Mason and Travis, live from Legends Attic in the city of Claremont for our Miguel Rojas very special event. More information at legendsaddict.com. Meanwhile, you know who's also in-house at Legends Attic today? The one and only, the Salsa Hyena, as we call her on the morning show, Jerry Pompa, and her company, Amor Salsita. She's sampling today Amor Salsita's homemade, authentic salsa. Oh, it's delicious. Find out more at amorsalsita.com. Thank you, Jerry and Amor Salsita, for all the support. Get on out to Legends Attic all afternoon long, right now. Mason and Travis continues on 710 ESPN and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
D-O-D-G-E-R-S, team, oh.
And we are live from Legends Attic in Claremont, and we are going to be joined by Oral Hershiser. We're going to be joined by Miguel Rojas and Steven Nelson. Right now, you are one of the originators, one of the creators of Legends Attic.
Owner,
Eddie Alizadeh is here. Eddie, how did you, let's hear it for Eddie. How did you invent this place? How did you create this place?
Oh, man. Well, yeah, it's a great story. Oral got inducted a couple years ago into the Legends of Dodger Baseball, and I'm at his house, and we're partners in other businesses as well, and we're going through his stuff literally in his attic, and I'm like, I pull out the laminated, score scouting report that he put in his back pocket in the game. I'm like,
wow.
Is that this? Is this the last out? And I'm like, man, what are you doing? He's like, oh, well, kind of like my wife. He's like, get this stuff out of here. And
right,
we should come up with something, put something together. He's like, yeah, partner, you do it, and we'll see how it turns out. And then, as soon as he took over, he put his touches on it. We repainted a few times and did everything, and it came into this place where I think a lot of people just love to come.
Oh, man, it is so – and I got here because of the rain a little bit late, but I'm going to spend some time afterwards. The stuff is just incredible inside there. And you're basically curating all of it, right? How do you collect the items that are in Legends Attic?
Well, a lot of it's just collections that there's Rick Dempsey in the back.
Rick Dempsey, yes.
A lot of it's just stuff that I've had and I've collected through the years because like you, I'm a huge Dodger fan, like you. So I've always just been a collector, and I've been blessed enough to kind of just. I grew up with Pat Screener, the physical therapist for the Dodgers, and so just became a huge Dodger fan and kind of put it all together, and then became partners with the guy who had a poster of my wall on.
Yeah,
and then we find the incredible Dave Hobrecht, which
amazing
is all his stuff. So that's just kind of came together. It was great synergy, and I used to work at Disney, so I'll just call it magical.
Yeah, it is magical.
It is, and the magic we're going to unveil in front of us here in a little bit when Miguel Rojas comes out is the creation of this man right here, Dave Hobrecht. And if you've been through Legends Attic, it is a gallery, it's a memorabilia store, it's all of these different things. And this is how I know that we are good friends, Dave, because I insulted you deeply about 20 minutes ago, and you haven't stopped giving me a hard time about it. That's how you know, Mace, that you're friends with someone.
Yeah, that's right.
When you can hurt their feelings and they don't take it too personally.
When you give each other a little the old back and forth. So Dave, I've seen your stuff. It is so amazing, and walking in there is just spectacular. I guess I was bringing up with Travis earlier. I don't even know how you start doing stuff like that. When did you start, and what was your first piece?
Oh, actually, a long time ago. I think first piece. I've been painting since I was small, but in this style was a good Bob Marley.
Oh, nice.
Early Bob Marley. But then I wanted to get some sports back. I was in an accident when I was a kid, and so I started painting for Topps and for Surfer Mag, and then started painting some black and white pieces. So then I got into sports, and I think the first one was like the 52 Mickey Mantle. I love that one. So
incredible.
And then just kept going. It was just, my heroes, the teams I loved, just moments, just starting to do it just for my walls. It was just for me.
So let's take a piece, and I guess there's a piece right out here.
That's the new one, yeah.
And we don't know what it looks like yet. I guess Travis has
I got a
seen
sneak
it,
peek.
but I've not seen it, and
we're
going to unveil it when Miguel Rojas gets here. But how long did it take to do that piece?
That one, we had a deadline. I did, since last Saturday, I did 16-hour days, went from 8 to midnight, went home right at midnight from the gallery, and started the next day, same thing. So we got it finished. I love it. It's, this World Series was nuts, just everything about it. And Game 6 and 7 with Rojas coming in and what he did.
Yeah.
So I kind of captured one of the moments for that.
Dave, when he hit the home run in the ninth inning, do you okay, I know what I'm going to go do, or do you have to wait for them to win the game? I mean, obviously that tied the game. It didn't win the game.
Yeah.
Do you immediately start thinking in your head, okay, I can compose this particular piece like this, or do you have to wait till all the dust settles to decide what you're going to do?
I think dust settles because he kept doing things like the double up with Kike, and that pick he did, and then the crazy plays at second, the one at going home, like everything he did, that barehanded.
The barehanded one is amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh. So then I kind of was waiting, and then we were all waiting too because we wanted to capture which moment was the best. But that home run was just crazy. That was so fun. Just the swipe of it, kind of like a Gibby swipe, was just so cool.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Oral, I don't know about you, but
I'm welcome.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Hi, Oral.
Is this the first time you've been on the radio here? I'm sorry.
I can't hear myself on my mic.
Yeah. Oral Hershiser joins us. World Series champion. All right, we'll figure that out. World Series champion, Oral Hershiser.
Yeah, I'm here. I couldn't hear myself, and everybody heard me.
All right. Yeah. You on?
Can you hear us?
No, I was looking for DeMarco.
I'm
sorry.
No, there's a huge difference.
Yeah,
huge difference. So I got to the ninth inning of that game, and I thought, all is lost.
Yeah.
I had an all is lost feeling. Did you have the same sense as we got into that ninth inning of Game 7?
Well, as an analyst, it's the worst thing because you want to be a fan, but you have to analyze it later, so you have to kind of keep neutral eyes as you're watching it and thinking about what might I say about this or what's really going on for me behind the scenes or the decisions that are being made. So the worst part is watching and not knowing which one you can be. Now, John Hartung, who's going to be here today, he's an absolute fan, even though he's a broadcaster.
Yeah.
He can't keep it in. Jerry Hairston Jr., who's not going to be here today, but he's an absolute fan. and can't keep it in, to the point where Jerry was listening to the live radio while we're watching the TV, and the radio was ahead. So he starts running around the studio when we win, and I'm like, I want to see how it happened. I don't want to know we won too early. So Rick Dempsey's going to be here today. He's already here. I don't know if anybody
two-time World Series champion.
Anybody here in the live audience, if you find Rick Dempsey, he's here.
He is here.
Yeah, he's here. He'll be on the air about 1:45. There, he's in the back mingling.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to make his money somehow. Mingle.
Yeah, indeed. So Miguel Rojas just walked in. He's over there.
Did.
Some autographs here.
We're going to have to. Dave, we're going to. I know you used to play, and I know you were really good in the middle infield before you got hurt. But we have a different middle infielder.
Yes, we're gonna make a substitution.
Mine went only so high on my level.
Yeah, we're gonna make a lineup change, Dave.
That's good. Let's do it.
All
right.
Much like they put Miguel in Game 6, and this
was a nice way of phrasing it. Actually,
closing the circle.
Very good point.
I started from 1 through 5.
What is it, from the bench to on the board? From on the bench in Game 6 to on the board in Game 7?
Absolutely. Oral, I was listening to a podcast with Miguel earlier, and he mentioned you, that he said that you were talking to him around the batting cage prior to him coming in and starting Game 6, and you said, stay ready, right? I know you guys are different, like pro athletes, in the way that you kind of go through this, but talk a little bit about kind of putting your arm around him and saying, hey, look, this isn't over yet. You could still play a huge role in this.
Yeah, I mean, he's protecting me and my reputation on what I exactly said to him.
Okay.
But I'll come clean. I actually said, Miggy, I wish you would have been in there prior to Alex's call. I said when Alex popped up on the cutter, 2-0 cutter in, I think that was out of character for him because he's a guy who likes to work the walk. He doesn't mind 2 strike counts. He doesn't like deep. And when he swung at a cutter in off the plate and popped the ball up, if he'd have worked his walk, we'd have ended up with bases loaded, 1 out, and Mookie Betts coming up because they would have walked Otani. Mm-hmm. And so all of a sudden, I'm like, God, Miggy wouldn't have done that. I was like, I wish that would have been Miggy because there were some selections there when they decided to shake the lineup up and get the audience, the offense going. And so that's what I said to Miggy. I said, Miggy, I wish it was you, but now stay ready because the offense still isn't clicking and they might make another change. And so that was an awful lot of fun to continue to encourage him. And since we've encouraged him.
Yes, it seemed to have worked out all right. It seems to have worked out all right. Miguel Rojas joining us here.
World Series hero, Miguel Rojas. Wow.
Indeed, wow. So let's kind of pick it up right there. Miguel, Oral was just telling us the story about him kind of going to you prior to Game 6 and saying, stay ready. Yep. You never know what's going to happen. In your wildest dreams, what happened. I mean, how do you stay in the moment and just say, it's not over, keep playing, keep playing, keep playing?
Well, first of all, thank you for all of you for being here today. It's amazing. It's been kind of overwhelming a couple of weeks for me, and definitely I get emotional seeing I don't get emotional like meeting people and kind of like being around you guys, but the love that I received the last couple of weeks has been unbelievable. Thank you, Dodger fans, and hopefully I can play again next year.
Yeah.
But going back to the question, I feel like. Not just Oral, but a lot of people around the organization kind of like kept me motivated to stay focused and stay locked in for my moment. And I thought my moment was going to come. And they watch a lot of baseball. They know what they're talking about. And you need the support system and the people around you that kind of keep you going. And I think that's what many people don't know, what happened behind the scenes. Because it was going to be so easy for me to be like erratic and be kind of just like lost and out of it just because I haven't played in 2 or 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
So it feels like just because of that, people, my teammates, coaches, that's the reason why I was able to kind of stay locked in and being able to participate in Game 6, do my part on defense. I didn't get a hit, but I thought my at-bats were good. I just missed under. And I think you told me, Oral, you're going to run into a fastball. It wasn't a fastball.
No, it was a slider.
It was a slider. But
so when you step to down a run in Toronto, 9th inning, Game 7, World Series, how do you approach that at bat? What was going on inside your head?
Well, to be honest with you, I played that at bat when I was playing defense. I was thinking, okay, we're going to get 3 outs here. We're going to be down by 1. And I started running situations in my mind, like what my situation might be next at bat. Because I know I'm coming up second. Kike could get on base. If he's on first base, I probably bought him over, to give Shohei, Will, and the guys an opportunity to tie the game there. So I'm thinking about, okay, I'm going to bunt against Hoffman. What am I looking? I'm looking up. If it's on second base, I'm probably going to bunt to third. So I'm running situations in my head. And when I got the opportunity to start thinking, okay, if he doesn't get on base, my challenge right here will be put a good at-bat together, trying to get a fastball early in the count, and trying to hit a ball up the middle. That's what I was thinking. And because I hit a slider of Scherzer in my second at-bat, and I felt like that gave me a hint that he's probably going to attack me with fastballs, especially middle away, because they never throw me in during the series. So it feels like that was my plan right there. But as soon as I swing the first pitch, I said, okay, I got to lock in. I got to shorten up a little bit more and trying to hit the ball not up the middle. I have to try to hit it on the other side. That's why I fouled a couple balls off to the right side of the field. And when I did that, I felt like I was on the fastball. And when he hung the slider, I mean,
yeah,
we saw what happened.
We
saw what happened.
Yeah.
I got 2 quick ones for you. We're talking with World Series hero Miguel Rojas here on the Mason and Ireland show. Number 1, have you had to buy a beer in LA yet?
No, I left. I left right after the parade. So in the parade, obviously, I mean, the team kind of provide the beers and the champagne for us and everything. So. I haven't been able to go to a restaurant or a bar, but I'm overwhelmed with the messages and people reaching out. Come to this place. We're gonna take care of you and your family. Come with your friends, whatever. And I mean, that was the first thing that I want to say. Thank you for all the love, and I know you guys feel really good because now we're back-to-back champions, and I did my part. And I always gonna say, I mean, it's for people to say that okay, that was. You was a hero or you're a legend or whatever it might be. But I feel like I just did my part when I got the opportunity.
Well, you're both of those things, a hero and a legend of Dodger baseball, to be sure. So the second one is, you grow up playing wiffle ball in the backyard. You grow up playing Little League Baseball or whatever it is. And we all do the thing. It's the 9th inning of the Game 7 of the World Series, and I'm going to hit a home run to win the game, tie the game, send my team to a title. You got to live it, Miggy. I mean, does it land in the moment like I just did the thing I've been dreaming about my whole life? Or because it was a tie game, it's like, hey, man, I got to go out there and play a little defense. Maybe the game's not over yet.
Oh, yeah. For me, it wasn't it was like that. It was like, okay, I hit the homer. I know it was a special. I gave my team an opportunity to win with the next win, with Shohei, but we still got to get 3 outs. Like it's not like you hit a walk-off that you can just go and jump around and act like, like you did something like that. I know it was special, and, I mean, getting the guys fired up in the dugout and everything, it was really cool to see, and I think we needed that because it was a long series for us, especially older players on the team. I think that 18-inning game hurt us.
Yeah.
Even though we won, I don't think we were able to recover until we got to Toronto, and we got an off day there with a shorter practice. But going back to that moment, I feel like, you always dream about that, but I kind of like, as soon as I saw Blaze Snell on the dugout, that gave me the kind of like the look of, okay, job is not done. We have to go play defense, and we have to win this game. And that was my first couple words in the dugout. I told the guys, we're not losing this game, boys.
So what has the last couple of weeks been like for you, man? I mean, last night I think were you at the Latin Grammys last night? You presented at the Latin Grammys. What? I mean, you have become just a gigantic star because of what happened in Game 7. What's it been like?
No, I feel like because what happened in Game 6 and what happened in Game 7, the whole combination of things. The ground ball that came out of the bat of Barshow came to me, and I make the play, and that play is like on repeat on every channel that I watch, on every highlight and every reel that I watch on my phone. So it feels like a lot of things happen for me to kind of like to change my life, to be honest with you, because even yesterday when I got to the airport in Vegas, sometimes you get some attention, and you get some people around you that kind of watch baseball, and they're Dodger fans. We all know Dodger fans a lot over the world, and but it was different. it's been different the last 2 weeks. Even though at home, when I go to my son practice, it's crazy. It's overwhelming, but I'm living it, and I'm not going to shy away from it because it's something that I always ask for.
Yes.
You know, I always ask for the big moment. And it's been overwhelming, to be honest with you, because I never felt like I had that attention. But at the end of the day, it's kind of part of the job, you know. And when you do something cool like that, you're going to get a lot of more attention. And the love has been real, and it's been kind of really cool for fans to kind of like show up every single day and be there for me. And I take pictures with them and sign everything. And
it's awesome.
That's what I'm here for.
Awesome.
So I had a chance to do a few things in a World Series and the playoffs. And when I go back and somebody asks me to watch the highlights, one of the craziest things that happen is I'll either think, why didn't Tommy take me out? I would have taken myself out of the game. Has you had any nightmares about you really didn't make the play or you really did pop up? You know, there are so many things that we know that had to fit together for it to always work.
Yeah.
And do you get scared when you watch it sometimes? Like, oh, I could have done that.
Yeah, especially the play.
Yeah,
because
the play.
I mean, hitting in that situation right there. I mean, it's kind of like a lose until you hit a homer. You know, if you ground out, if you strike out or whatever, it's what you're supposed to. What majority of the time happens. You know, like you're gonna fail 7 times out of 10, and you're gonna be really, really good at baseball. So, I mean, with the at-bat, it wasn't like that. I feel like the at-bat, I just took my at-bat and tried to put a good at-bat together, but the ground ball gave me a lot of anxiety.
The ground ball.
Yes.
How many different little things did you
Were you
have
off
to
balance
adjust
when you
for and
caught
off
it?
balance
Yeah.
and
I was,
fall
yeah.
and grab the ball? Did you get a grip?
I got a grip. It was good. The grip was good. I catch it clean, but the thing, I stumble because of I think it was the turf or the little part in between, you know, like the little edge right there on the grass.
Yeah.
Something happened there. I didn't get a good read of the ball, so I was kind of afraid to kind of go for the short hop because the turf is really bouncy. So I was afraid to kind of like go get it, and so I went back to it. And
was your
your
baseball clock going crazy? Yeah, we all have a clock.
Yeah, it was going crazy, and I told myself, we lose the game. We lost this game. And when I threw the ball, kind of like something took the ball a little like fastest to the play, and Will just catching the ball, lifting I rewatching the play every single time, and I can't really watch it because I get nervous, I get excited, and I feel like they're gonna overturn. They're gonna call me and they're gonna say, hey, the call is overturned, you know.
I'll believe it.
You guys gonna lose this.
You mentioned Game 6 a second ago, and the plays that you made in Game 7 are going to live on forever and ever and ever. But take me through the double play to end Game 6, because Kike makes that running catch. I still don't understand why he was as shallow as he was, but thank goodness that he was. And then he catches you with kind of a tweener hop, and you end up catching the ball almost behind your back. How, you know, obviously you're a major league infielder. You can handle some weird hops, but how difficult of a play was that? Not just to make the hop, but to stay on the bag and end the game.
Yeah, it was a really cool play to watch develop and everything. But a lot of credit to Doc. Doc play outfield for his whole life.
Yep.
He's been moving Kike in and out with Jimenez on the bat because he knows when Jimenez gets to 2 strikes, he always trying to put the ball in play. When he's hitting with running scoring position, he's just trying to like poke something over the shortstop head. He got a couple hits against us like that early in the series, and Doc is always bringing Kike in. It doesn't matter what the cards say. Kike was playing in because of Doc, and he take all the. I feel like he deserves a lot of credit. Mm-hmm. And then when the ball was hit, and I saw the jump that Kike had on that ball, it was unbelievable. Not many people know, but he didn't see the ball until he catch it. The ball was on the lights for majority of the time, and I know how crazy that can be when you're running and you're not seeing the ball, and you have to trust your instincts.
It's going to come out,
is going to be in your glove, and that's what happened. So he talked to me after. I could see his face. And I couldn't go straight to the back because if the ball drops, I gotta go be kind of like the cutoff man. I have to, but as soon as he catch a ball, I kind of like approach the back. And I'm glad that I was late because if I'm early on the back, I'm trying to stretch and I might be in a tough situation there. But I was late, and then I got the in between hop where it's just like God given, you know. Like a lot of people are good in many things, but my hands are kind of like what got me to the big leagues, got me the opportunity to play in Game 6. Nobody really expected me to hit a home run, and kind of I wasn't in play because of my energy, because of the team needed something different. The team played good when I played during the regular season. Doc told me that he needed my energy and like playing the game the way that I play. And play my defense, and that's why I was in the game. So that's how I describe that.
Where did the unselfish energy, where did the unselfish person develop in you? Was it other players early in your career? Was it your mom and dad? Where did you, because you are a coach on the field, you're a living example of I will always be ready. You're humble, you're consistent, you have integrity, but all of that comes from you observing and listening to other people at the beginning.
Yeah, definitely. Early in my career, I got good coaches that kind of taught me the old school way, and you know what I'm talking about. Getting to the field early, always being the first on the line, and I always take pride of that. As soon as I signed with the Reds organization, I got coaches over there that kind of like taught me that way, and I never lost it. I feel like that's the reason why I'm always like team first guy, because I was never like a superstar or a super prospect that kind of was treated a little bit different. In baseball, is something that is real. When you're a prospect or when you're a guy that signed for a lot of money, they're gonna give you like a special treatment and stuff, and they're gonna like do some special things to you. But I wasn't that kind of player, and I have to be there early. I have to grind every single day, and that's how I want like my kids to grow up and play the game. That's how I would like for the kids here to kind of play the game and kind of show up every single day. And it doesn't matter who you are, you have to do it until the last day. And that's why I feel like even though I've been playing for 12 years in the big leagues and 20 years in my career, I never lost that kind of rookie mentality or young mentality that you have to be the first out there, put the team off first, and then after that, whatever happens.
He could have been a surly veteran on a swan song, on a championship team with superstars. Oh, I've helped Mookie, but they're not going to use me. They used Alex Call. He could have let his guard down and kind of gotten selfish, but he didn't. He was ready.
Tell me about helping Mookie. Mookie has talked about the role you've played in helping him to learn shorts and learned it real good. How did you kind of coach him along on that?
Yeah, I think what made me jump in on that was Mookie himself, because he asked for help, and he kind of like told me, hey, Miggy, I want you to kind of help me with this. I'm going to be completely open. I don't know how to play shortstop in the big leagues, and you've been doing it for a long time. And that's how I kind of jump in and help him. And after that, it was just like creating that relationships in between us in spring training last year. We talk a lot on the phone. It wasn't just on the field. Mookie sometimes called me 1 a.m. in the morning because he's keep running plays on his head. And he told me, Miggy, what do you do in this situation if this happened to me? He sent me videos like throwing at his bedroom to see if it was the right slot. And this happened in spring training of 2024. So I'm not talking about what we do on the field. Right. It was like creating that relationship and me being there for him, regardless of what the people see, like on the videos or the preparation. It wasn't just that. The reason why he said that he said that I helped him a lot, it was because I was there for him, even though it was late at night, it was early in the morning, spring training. After the season, I flew to LA to work out with him, and I think that's the reason why he credited me for a lot of his success.
So you probably are aware of this, but right out in front here, there is a brand new piece of art that is dedicated to you. And I think created by Dave Hobrecht.
Yes, Dave's right there.
Who Miggy knows because we had Miggy at Legends Attic before.
There you go.
And Dave had already done some Miggy pieces.
So Dave Hobrecht, are we going to reveal this right now?
I think we are.
We are going to reveal this right now.
Right out in front here.
So
Dave, if you want to do the honors, you want to go around.
I'll hand you the microphone on this side.
Yeah. So Dave Hobrecht here at Legends Attic in Claremont, revealing a brand new piece of art dedicated to World Series hero Miguel Rojas.
Miguel, I'll give you the headset right here. You can put this back on.
And we're going to get Miguel's reaction as this is revealed. Dave's stuff, I was in Legends Attic, just the most incredible art.
This is
just amazing art, and I cannot wait to see this. Eddie and Dave, with Miguel Rojas looking on.
I'll describe Miggy's face. He looks like he's about to cry.
Yeah.
It's for those of you that are not watching on YouTube with us right now. It is Miggy coming into home plate at Rogers Center after hitting the home run, surrounded by all of his teammates. And as always, Dave's attention to detail in these paintings are just extraordinary. Miggy, what are you feeling when you look at this?
Can't talk right now. Sorry, guys.
The first thing you notice is the teammates and all the smiles, right?
Yeah.
But the second thing you'll notice is all the disappointed Blue Jay fans in the background.
I think that was the coolest part, to be honest. To be honest with you,
Miggy, if I can, I'd like to point your attention to this guy right here who looks like he's about to burst into tears.
Yeah.
It's really something.
I think the only thing that I will change from this is hitting it in Dodger Stadium. One of you guys, for sure. But it was pretty cool to silence the whole crowd over there when they were on their feet and they thought they had it. And just with that one swing of the bat.
Yep, one swing of the bat, man. One swing of the bat. Miguel Rojas.
Incredible.
Amazing.
Beautiful piece,
Amazing.
Dave.
Beautiful piece, Dave.
Eddie, I think he just made his inscription on baseballs with one swing of the bat.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. What a beautiful.
So you guys want me to sign it right now, or
well, I think they're going to tell. Come on,
we're going to sign it out in the rain.
Yeah.
Come on back through we will have him sign it, right?
Yes,
but
Dave, great
not
job.
At this moment. Dave, it's absolutely beautiful, Dave.
You guys are trying to make me cry. How many times you guys going to make me cry today?
Wow.
Well deserved, to be sure. Mickey, let me ask you this too, and you mentioned it right off the top when you sat down with us, that you hope to be back next year. I mean, how important? I know that you want to continue to play.
Yeah.
I know, listen to all the Dodger fans here. Everybody would love to see you come back again. Take me through the first time that you've been a free agent in Major League Baseball.
This is the first time for me being a free agent, and obviously it's a great time to be a free agent right now, to be honest with you, because of what happened. I don't have to worry about, and Oro knows, being a free agent and not having a contract. It can be sometimes.
Well, he's got a lot of things to sell.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
the base level salary of where he could be is a veteran leader to come and change a team's chemistry.
Yeah.
So there's the base level. The next level is a starting shortstop that can still play every day.
Mm-hmm.
The next level is a super utility guy that is your team guy and can coach your young players. And he doesn't want to go back to the Miami situation, I'm sure. He wants a championship again, and I'm sure he wants to be back in L.A. I'm not his agent, but maybe
doing a good job.
We'll fire your agent. I'll represent you.
I will do whatever. I will do whatever to kind of sign back here. And obviously, the organization needs to do their planning on what the goals are going to be, who's the players are on the book and anything that they're going to come off, and who they want to sign and all that. And I'm willing to wait. I don't want to be waiting until after spring training start or anything like that, because I feel like I need to plan my life too. But
sure.
I think for me, this being the last year that I'm going to play, I want to take this year as a little transition, and I'll do anything in my power to help this organization win, not this next year, but going forward. So looking forward for next year to start getting a little bit more into what's going to happen after my career when the days that I don't play. When I'm playing, I'm focusing totally on
so
playing.
You might think about being a player coach?
Yeah, it can be something like that, but I don't want that to sound like I'm not doing everything in my power to be the best player that I can be. And hopefully next year is the best year of my career. That's what I'm going to be working for.
Yeah, last thing for you. I've heard Dodger players say heart and soul guy. I've heard guys say glue guy. What does that mean to you when you hear expressions and phrases like that?
It's just my personality. It's just like who I am, and I'm not trying to force anything. Nobody asked me to do this, like they didn't trade for me and say, hey, you're going to be the glue guy. You're going to be the heart and soul. No, I just came into a locker room full of great people, and they opened the arms for me, and they let me be myself. They let me have the mic on the bus. They let me play the music for them. They let me be the energy guy that even when I'm the oldest player on the position player side. I'm still playing like a kid, and I feel like that's motivating a lot of people and kind of giving energy to play every single day. And I think that's who I am, and that's who they got on the trade more than just a shortstop. And I'm happy that I was able to show that to the whole organization.
Heart and soul, World Series champion Miguel Rojas. Thank you so much, man. Awesome to have you guys. Awesome to have you. And
This is the ball.
This is the ball.
This is the ball that went into the left field seats in Rogers Center.
That's the actual ball.
That's the baseball.
Wow.
Good job, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a good at bat.
That was cool. That was
a really good at bat.
There are multiple auction items here today, and this is one of the. And the Otani ball that went out of the stadium is here today.
I can't wait.
The Will Smith ball is here today.
Incredible.
So.
Listen, Miguel, it is awesome to have you here. Thank you so much for doing this. We really appreciate it. A lot of people want to talk to you, meet you, get pictures with you, all that stuff, sign stuff. And most of all, congratulations on your performance in this World Series. Years from now, we will be talking about the Miguel Rojas game. It was an incredible night, and thank you for all that you have done.
No, pretty cool, and thank you guys for coming here. And it's never hard for me to come here and talk to you guys, so it's always enjoyable for sure. Thank you.
All right, we will roll on from Legends Attic in Claremont, 619 Foothill Boulevard. Open to you right now. Miguel Rojas joining us. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Lake Show lives here.
Three-pointer by Reeves. It's good! Austin Reeves with a dagger!
We added some pieces that we really needed, and we have really high hopes.
On 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Celebrate back-to-back championships with Amor Salsita's homemade authentic salsa. The bold taste of tradition. Let's keep the party going this Friday at Legends Attic in Claremont as ESPN LA broadcasts live from 12 to 3 p.m. featuring an autograph signing with World Series hero Miguel Rojas. Come taste the flavors: smoky tomato, tangy tomatillo, roasted hatch avocado salsa, and mango habanero. Find Amor Salsita at Vaughn's, Albertsons, and Pavilion. Visit AmorSalsita.com. Amor Salsita, a proud partner of the ESPN LA broadcast from Legends Attic with Miguel Rojas.
The NBA season's rollin', and DraftKings' newest game, Pick 6, is the easiest way to play for your shot at big wins. NBA stars are lighting it up. Now their numbers aren't just highlights. They're your shot to cash in. Here's how it works. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. New DraftKings customers get $50 in Pick 6 credits with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball. Pick, play, cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code KSPN. That's code KSPN. Play just $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Ends December 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Hey guys, Cappy here. Let's talk about something serious for just a minute. Picture this. You're on your usual drive to work. You're thinking about your day ahead, right? You walk into the office, you sit down at your desk, you power on your computer, but instead of your familiar desktop popping up, zippo, nothing. Your files are locked, your data's frozen, you've been hacked. For anyone who's ever lived through it, you know how stressful and expensive it can be. We're talking thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then there's the uphill battle of getting your cyber insurance claim actually paid. That's where my friend Avner Gatt and his team of public adjusters come in. You might know them from water damage claims, but they also handle cyber insurance. And if you're not sure that you're fully protected, or you're not sure if your insurance application was filled out correctly, don't wait until it's too late. Call Avner Gatt at 818-917-5256 today. That's 818-917-5256 for Avner Gatt.
I'm pretty easy to shop for. If it's in Morongo, I'm good to go. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Shop till you drop. You can use your rewards points to shop top brands in our ballroom Black Friday. Noon to 10 p.m. the 28th.
Number 2.
There's over $1 million in progressive jackpots at slots and table games.
And the number 1 reason.
Bret Michaels Rock the World Tour. November 21st. Only at Morongo.
Morongo. Good times.
Want savings that truly deliver championship value? Check out the Kia Season of New Tradition sales event at Kia of Carson, where Black Friday deals are happening all month long. We've got one of the largest Kia selections in America, all in one place. The deals on remaining 2025s are absolutely incredible. And right now, many come with special VIN-specific stickers for extra rebates on top of all other offers and dealer discounts. Thanks to that, you could drive with zero down on approved credit. But hurry, these deals won't last long. Get to Kia of Carson today.
There's one thing that I'm truly thankful for this year, and that's my Life Source water system. We know LA City water is lousy, filled with chemicals and chlorine. That's why I made the switch to Life Source water. It's not just better, it's essential. For a limited time, Life Source Water will pay your sales tax. Call 800-WATER-99 now or visit LifeSourceWater.com to save up to $1,000 during their no sales tax special. Life Source. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply. John Ireland for Blue Ice Vodka. Blue Ice's double espresso crafted with Arabica coffee makes the perfect espresso martini. Just shake with ice and pour. Soft, smooth, and delicious. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Did you know Children's Hospital Los Angeles is changing the game in pediatric heart care? They're first in the world to implant an FDA-approved cardiac stent that grows with the child, meaning fewer surgeries, less time in the hospital, and more time for kids to just be kids. CHLA also ranks among the nation's best for heart transplant success rates and runs the largest congenital heart program on the West Coast. Put your child's heart in the hands of the team that's setting the pace. To learn more, visit chla.org.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues. Expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info.
Hey, what's up? It's Sedano. I'm here with the crazy Hernandez brothers from Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. What if I'm at home, I'm like, I got to do this project, but I keep putting it off because I'm worried about the finances part of it. Like, what do you suggest those people do?
We all have a honey-do list, right? And you're the numbers guy. Your wife says, hey, I want to do this living room floor. You're putting it off because you're thinking it's going to cost me $5,000. Give us a call. Give me your square footage. You'll be surprised at what we can do for you.
A 5-minute phone call can save you thousands of dollars.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Clinton Yates here. The holidays are upon us, and so are the savings at Total Wine and More. Discover thousands of wines, spirits, and beers like my favorite, IPAs, perfect for every celebration and every budget. From bold reds to sparklers, you'll find the perfect wines to raise a glass this season. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find only at Total Wine and More. Curbside pickup and delivery available in most areas. See TotalWine.com for details. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station. And it is Mason and Ireland on your Friday Today special edition. Live from Legends Attic in the city of Claremont, Mason and Travis with our Miguel Rojas celebration event, celebrating back-to-back champions, and we're doing it too with Children's Dental Fun Zone, your one-stop shop for children's dentistry and orthodontics for over 23 years. Children's Dental Fun Zone accepts Medi-Cal, PPO, and HMO insurance. For your free consultation, visit cdfzone.com. cdfzone.com. This month only, get $500 off braces. How about that? Right now, our celebration continues for from Legends Attic with Miguel Rojas, Mason, and Travis continues for your Friday afternoon on ESPN LA.
I'm new at this. Let's talk about it on Sports Betting, sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Our listeners 10% off their first month of therapy. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. Joining us right now, Steven Nelson, who had some unbelievable calls during the postseason this year. Steven, thanks so much for coming over. How are you, man?
I'm great, fellas. Great to be with you again, and great to finally meet you in person, man. Not to like make you feel old at all, but I've been listening to you for a long time, growing up here in the Southland, and so it's kind of silly for me to be sitting next to you here. So I appreciate you guys having me on again.
That's very nice of you. I haven't been here that long, man.
No.
Well,
a couple years. Just a couple years.
A couple of years, exactly. So I'm curious from you. I'm curious from you, Steven. How much? Because there were so many, it was a World Series of moments.
Yeah.
There were so many interesting moments. Had they gone differently, the Dodgers would not have won the World Series. Were you prepared for what you were about to see when you sat down?
No. I mean, especially in Game 7. Like, I still am, like, trying to process what happened in that game because, as you said, there was a lot. I mean, the Dodgers were a millimeter away, a spike away from losing the World Series.
Yep.
But in the moment, like, you can't really dwell on that because you have to get ready for the next play in the next inning. And so whether it was the bases loaded situation, well, go back, like Miggy's home run in the ninth to tie it, and then the bottom half, like, honestly thought, Guerrero had won it. And he just missed that fly ball to straightaway center field. And then, they load the bases or whatever, and Rojas stumbling, Miggy recovering to make that play, the Pajes catch, like Pajes coming off the bench.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
my goodness.
like there's just all these things that, like, if they just happen in a normal regular season game, I would be kicking it over to Mo to get his take on it, but we just didn't have time to do that.
Right.
And so then after the game ends, we're sitting there in the booth as the celebration is going on there in Rogers Center, and we're kind of just dumbstruck. Like, wait, that happened, and then that happened after it, and then that happened on top of it, and then they won? Like, it was just a magical experience.
By the way, I'm still blown away by That's the Ball.
That's the Miggy ball.
That is the Miggy ball that I watched leave the yard in Toronto, and now it's sitting right there. It's just crazy to me.
I mean, I heard Miggy on the way in. He was getting emotional. Like, and I hope he knows the emotions that he brought out of so many people, not just here in the Southland, but all around Dodgers Nation. Like, that will ring throughout history, one of the most important and impactful home runs, not just in Dodger history, but World Series history.
Stephen, I know the last time that you and I talked, we were talking about when Clayton Kershaw was closing in on getting his 3,000 strikeout. That's something you can see coming. That's something you can prepare for.
Yeah.
And then you get a home run in the seventh game, the ninth inning of the World Series from a guy that doesn't hit home runs.
No, respectfully, Miggy.
Yeah. I mean, how are you prepared for that call and then hit it the way that you did? Because you know that that's going to be played with that play forever.
So with that one specifically, I'll walk you through my mindset. I honestly was gearing up for that guy on deck, Shohei Otani.
Sure.
But I think everybody who was watching the game was really like, all right, if Rojas gets on, then awesome.
I kept saying, get to Shohei.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's like, all right, if Miggy gets on, that is cake.
Yeah.
But you're not really you're not expecting a home run or really even a hit in that scenario, just based on the way the at-bat started, how he was spinning them. It's like, I don't know if he's seeing the ball well. Well, he hadn't had a lot of reps, so you're like, okay, that makes sense. So my mind was gearing up for Show on deck. And so then it gets to the 3-2 pitch, and he hits it. And you could hear in my call, like, the surprise, like, this ball's got some carry to it. And then it goes out. And so I had really nothing prepared for that moment. But after it went over the wall, my favorite call of all time in sports is Gary Thorne, 2003 Stanley Cup Final, Game 6. Paul Correa had gotten knocked out by Scott Stevens of the New Jersey Devils. And if it happened today, he's done not just for the game, but probably for the rest of the season. But he comes back and he scores. And as he gets the puck through the neutral zone, Gary Thorne says, Paul Correa, the fans want one. He rips it past Marty Brodeur, score. Off the floor, on the board, Paul Correa. That is my favorite call in broadcast history. And that popped into my head in that moment for Rojas because he'd come off the bench in Game 6 and he got on the board in Game 7. So that's how that one came together. So really all the credit goes to Gary Thorne for that call.
It's such a great call. Now, do you go back and – because if it was me, because this is me, I would go back and I would listen to my call a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
Have you gone back and listened to your call?
On that one I have heard, and the final out I have heard. I generally hate myself, let alone my work.
You're a broadcaster.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are certain calls where I can't, like Freddie Freeman's Grand Slam in 20. I can't listen to it. I hate it. For me, just for me, like
just for you.
That just like obviously I know I love what happened. I love the moment, but I felt like I was caught flat-footed there, and honestly, that experience was like you're never gonna be unprepared for a moment again. So generally, I don't like listening to my stuff. No,
Stephen, the World Series, like you mentioned, 4 or 5 different things that happened in Game 6 and Game 7, and Mason and I were talking about this throughout the entire series.
Yeah.
Every game, maybe other than Game 1, had a moment you're like, I can't believe what I just saw.
Yeah.
Dude, do you have one that kind of jumps out at you that wasn't? And because the Rojas thing kind of took over, but Will Klein going out there and just shoving for 4 innings.
Hey,
I mean, it just
give it up for Justin Dean.
Justin
Game
Dean
6,
having
man.
his hands in the
ball
air.
is stuck, man.
Yeah. So many different guys had so many different moments. Is there one that jumps to the top of mind?
No, it's an excellent point. I had that conversation with Anthony Bonda on the bus parade, the bus for the parade. And I was like asking what makes this a little different. And he's like, I think what makes this one more special is that everybody on the roster had a moment in the postseason. Maybe not in the World Series or the end, but from the wild card round all the way through. And so it felt more like, I know everybody made the group project joke, right?
Yeah.
I brought a pencil to the group project and got an A. I know everybody was making that joke, but there really was you go down the roster and everybody had a box that they checked during the postseason. So I think that is what made it really cool to follow and cover. I mean, if you had to ask me my favorite moment, it was probably Freddie's home run in Game 3. I don't know if my voice box had another inning in me. So I got food poisoning in Toronto after Game 1. So I was up puking my guts out a whole night. I went to the hospital the next day before Game 2 to try and get an IV, and they're like, it's $3,000, and I'm like, I thought Universal Health.
I'm in Canada, bro.
That's their thing.
But I had a Dodgers logo on, so maybe they were just trying to take it to me there. So I was like, I just did old school Gatorade and crackers. I slept in the booth the last hour before Game 2, woke up at the anthem, did the game, didn't sleep on the red-eye flight back. So then when I woke up on the off day, I had a chest cold and I couldn't talk. My voice was gone. And so then Game 3 had 18 innings. Perfect storm. I know Rick Krajewski somewhere rolling his eyes playing a tiny violin for me. But if not for that home run, I think Mo would have had to take the 19th inning there for Game 3. So
I was talking to Oral about this, but I looked at the crowd here at Legends Attic. And it's there's young, there's old, there's people who have been Dodger fans forever. There are people. It brings people together.
Yeah.
Sports and in this case in Los Angeles, the Dodgers bring people together at that parade. Complete strangers hugging and cheering. I mean, nothing else can do this but a championship and a team like the Dodgers.
Yeah, and taking the job in 2023, Mace, I knew it was a big deal. It's working for the Dodgers. I understood the history of the headset, right? And you're walking into Mr. Scully's press box in his booth every day. I understood that part of it, but only after doing the last 2 postseasons on radio and interacting with the fans, whether at the parade or the celebrations or just kind of in public day to day, I didn't fully grasp the connection to the community. That working for a team and being part of the local broadcast, what that means. I knew it was a big deal. I just didn't know, if that makes sense. So it has been it's kind of knocked me back on my heels the last few years taking that in, and especially the parade, as you mentioned. They doubled the route, or they lengthened the route from last year, which was the players were not complaining, but they said, hey, that route was really short in 2024.
Yeah.
They made it longer this year. And to see just the the layers of people from block to block and street to street, and the emotions that were pouring out of them. Now, a lot of that was just thirst for Anthony Bonda, who was shirtless. But but on the whole, just what that meant to, this whole community, which has been through so much, right? And how sport has helped pull the community through that. Like, it's a really powerful thing to think about.
This is your, what year was this?
This was my third season.
Third season.
Yeah.
Because this is a city of champions.
Yeah.
It gets passed down from generation to generation. If there were large gaps of non-champions in Los Angeles for, let's say, 10 years, families would start to fall away from a sport or sports in general. But because there's a champion in L.A. every other year or every year, and now back-to-back with the Dodgers, it gets passed on from grandfather to father to kids to the next generation.
I wanted to talk to you about this at the parade because it was kind of sitting on my heart, but we didn't have time to. Is like there are families that, their fathers or grandfathers have you and Gibby, and then now that there are fathers and sons and grandsons who have Freddie and Yama, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Fantastic.
And so it's just like it's how can you not be romantic about baseball? It's impossible. So I'm with you there.
Last year I wore Bueller's jersey.
Yeah.
And he wore mine, and this year I wore Yama's jersey, and I gave him one of mine, and on the jersey I had wrote, congratulations on being a World Series champion from one MVP to another, and then I signed my name, and we have a picture of that, and it just keeps passing on, and it's passing on in the Dodger family now.
It's great.
It's incredible to watch. Stephen Nelson joining us here at Legends Attic out here in beautiful Claremont, California. And Stephen, the last time you came, I told you one of my favorite things of listening to you is you and umpires, and we get ABS coming next season, and I keep flashing back to one of my favorite moments of this season. It was in Colorado, and you were on the call.
I think it was the EK.
And I think it was with EK.
Yeah.
And you said something along the lines, I can't believe he missed that one. And then EK said maybe the sun was in his eyes, and your response was all game. and it was.
It might have been now that I think about it.
It was one of my favorite moments of the year. So please tell me, even with ABS coming next year, that I still get my Stephen Nelson umpire.
No doubt. The moment I thought you were referencing was CB Buckner, who's one of the veteran umpire, and then EK opened the broadcast. I was like, CB Buckner behind home plate, and EK goes, he's a veteran umpire who's regarded as
a veteran umpire.
right.
So I thought that look, it's I've had conversations about this with Oral and Joe, and sometimes I got to rein it in and not let it linger. So, but I don't think I'll ever be able to kind of shake that guttural reflex of. That was bad, sir. Clean it up.
Well, there's portions of a broadcast that the fans want you to have the fan reaction.
Yes.
And there's portion of the broadcast, if you don't have the fan reaction, then they're like, is he really on our side? Is he really our guy?
But there was a couple in Game 7 where, again, and look, there was a veteran crew, but a lot of them were working their first World Series. And, Mo and I were trying to have that empathy for them. The players are experiencing this for the first time. You know how they're feeling. I'm sure umpires are doing it too. And if you blink at the wrong moment, maybe you miss something. But there were some calls in that Game 7 where Jordan Baker was behind home plate. I'm like, it's games. Come on. But I don't think that the ABS system is going to save everybody.
Good. Good. I'm glad. I'm here for it.
One of those things that sticks out to me, and Travis and I have talked a lot about it. The World Series comes to an end, and you get this sort of World Series letdown. It's like, we were hanging on every game, on every pitch, literally on every pitch. There's nothing like baseball postseason because everybody has an opinion. Everybody thinks they're right. Everybody thinks Dave did the right thing, the wrong thing.
Right.
And coming down from all that, do you have a little bit of a World Series letdown?
Yeah, definitely. It was like, I don't have a game to get ready for. It's got, in a weird way, it's like you wanted that team to keep going because they were just kind of giving you so much magic, and it was like, wait a second, like that was it. But it was like it was an all-time series, maybe.
Oh yeah.
It was two teams, and that it just kind of left it all out there. And I know the Blue Jays are. that's the two sides of the coin.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Exhilarating and it's excruciating, equal parts. And fortunate for us on the side of Los Angeles, we got the exhilarating.
Just for the fleeting second where it looked like Will Smith had come off the plate.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
going to lose
on
the
a
World
review.
Series on a review, and the World Series can't end like this.
Just can't.
Would have been terrible.
Oh, that first look, it was like, oh no,
right?
Oh no, and then you've heard Will and Miggy since talk about how they can't watch that play. It makes their stomach turn, and you're like, yeah, it made our stomachs turn too. But again, thankfully they made the play.
This one's for both of you guys, Oral and Stephen both. How do you describe Shohei Otani when every day he does something that is just more extraordinary than the day before? How do you do that?
I mean, so his Game 4 performance in the NLCS, after his third home run, I put up a video of Mo and I in the booth. We literally I said, you take it, and he said, you take it, and I said, I got nothing, and he said, all with our body language, nothing. And we literally sat silent for like 50 seconds. Like, I let a pitch go by in Mookie's at bat before I said anything because there was nothing to say. And now I steal Andrew Friedman's line. He said, nothing that Shohei Otani does surprises me, and everything Shohei Otani does surprises me. So I think that's kind of what I lean on. But in terms of adjectives, I think
Oral, you sum it up. It should be easy.
Well, yeah, I think he's the best athlete that ever lived. I think Jesse Owens, when you talk about Olympians and somebody who does everything on one field in different endeavors, that's where you've got to start with him. And so he's the best athlete offensively and pitching on one field at the same time. So many great athletes, Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, Mookie Betts. We always say, and they can do this. They do this at an elite level, and they can do this. This guy, you don't know which one to choose.
Right,
but he
right.
can. He does both at an elite level, both meticulously, both preparing in the same season. This isn't football and baseball. This isn't basketball and golf. This is, this is crazy what he's doing. But he was born and blessed with an unbelievable body and an unbelievable work ethic and then an unbelievable mind that had goals set out at a very young age.
Yeah.
That this is what I want to be and this is what I want to do by this, and he holds himself to that.
That's the separator. Is like physically, there are humans who I think could at least attempt to do what he does.
Right.
But between the ears and inside his body, his heart and his mind, his ability to slow down the day and every game to go at his pace and compartmentalize, that is the separator, in my opinion.
And it's way beyond just being an athlete and compartmentalizing. He has manners. He's a great teammate. He has a sense of humor. He'll learn a new language so he can start relationships with Teoscar. He will have a baby and get married at the big league level, and on the day he's going to be a superstar, he's rolling the buggy into the stadium with his wife to make sure she's safe. He trains his dog, and the dog throws out the first pitch.
Yeah.
I mean, there is not a category where he doesn't go to the nth degree, where we give grace to top performers in any industry, that they're a top performer in that industry, and then outside, their life can be chaos.
Yeah.
But it's okay to be in chaos because they do this so well. He does it all.
By the way, you said manners. Manners is really interesting, right? The one thing I notice about him is when he's around home plate and interacting with umpires, he's got such an easy smile, right? I mean, I don't know if there's anybody that
there's a lightness to him.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it's just different.
He's apologizing for every foul ball, warning everybody. Yeah, I'll give you something. When the next time you guys talk about the Dodgers-Padres rivalry, if you watch Shohei Otani at the start of every game, his first plate appearance, he walks to the plate and he tips his helmet to the opposing dugout, right? And then he does his salute. There is only one team and one manager that he stopped doing that for, and that was Mike Shilton, the San Diego Padres, after what happened at Dodger Stadium, where they threw up and in and hit him with Suarez at 100 in the back. And, of course, he handled that with grace in the moment. He calmed the tempers for the Dodger dugout. Do not come out of here. Stay in. I'm fine. He laughed about it with Suarez at the All-Star game. But in the ensuing Dodger-Padres series after that, there was no more pregame salute. And so I thought, so we talk about manners and respect. I think his understanding that respect is a two-way street.
Yep.
And once you cross that line, he is aware of it. And I thought that spoke volumes. He never said anything about it, nor will he ever. But that silence, it says a lot, I think, about where he's at and where the rivalry was at.
You said Game 4 CS.
Yeah, CS.
I got to be at that game. That is the most. I was in Rio to watch Usain Bolt run. I've gotten to go to really cool stuff. There's been nothing like that. And I think to this day, 20 years from now, I'm going to say, yeah, I got to be there for that. I got to be there for that. You were part of all of this legend, all of this lore.
Yeah.
It has to feel really special to you.
No question about it. So Rick Monday, a.k.a. Mo, who's going to turn 80 here in a week. He's called more baseball games than I think anybody in the last X number of years. And I don't think it's close because he does spring training game 1, last game of the postseason. When he says on the air or off the air, it's like, I've never seen that. He has seen and done everything that there is to do in the game of baseball. And so it's just like, okay, you make that mental and emotional note. Do not waste this opportunity. You savor every bit of it because we won't see it again unless he tops it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing.
Very well could.
Every time you talk, you're never going to see that again unless it's him.
Unless it's him.
And he's the guy that can do it. So just kind of bringing it back to where we started with this whole thing and the World Series going the way that it did. The DS, frankly, ending on a throwing error.
Yeah.
Like there are so many things that had it one play gone a different way, it's the chaos theory.
Yep.
But you tell me, you guys, I can't remember a series where if any one of those things had gone a different way. There's a lot of 50-50 moments that could go, but the Dodgers needed to call the coin toss right 10 times in a row to win that World Series. I've never seen anything like that.
Well, we talked about Miggy and we talked about Will Smith, right?
Yep.
They're World Series heroes right now.
Yeah.
They could be World Series GOATs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Miggy throwing, the throw slightly offline, Will's foot being pulled an inch more, and the World Series is over, and now they have a whole offseason to stew and wait for spring training.
And I know you've told stories over the years, though, on the broadcast or telling stories to the people who ask. Like there are times in '88 where your streak could have come to an end, or the World Series run doesn't happen.
Pick up the phone and call teammates and say thank you for making that catch, or I can't believe, I'm so glad you threw to that base, or hey Tommy, Skip, I can't believe you didn't take me out. I would take me out by watching this right now. Yeah,
and that's why
we talked to Miggy about that when he was on before, as you were arriving.
Yeah, for sure, and that is why no one is going to care that Andy Pye has had the worst OPS in postseason history.
He made the catch.
He made the catch
that saved Game 7, and that is all anybody will ever remember about Andy Pye in the 2025.
Any chance at all, Kike catches that ball.
See, I thought he was going to. I really did think he was going to catch it.
Yeah.
So, I was so locked in on Kike on the warning track. He didn't get a great jump, but I thought he made up for it, and he had the read, and he seemed like he was there. And then out of the peripheral, you're like, Pye is just streaking in, and then bang. So, but I thought he was. I really did think Kike was going to catch it.
Willie Mays catch.
Yeah, it would have been like a
pass over the shoulder like a wide
that.
receiver.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Stephen, it is awesome to meet. I listen to you all the time, hear you all
Sorry
the time.
about that.
Really, really appreciate all of the work you do.
Thank you.
Special part of this World Series run, and thank you for coming by.
Oh, thank you guys for having me, and thanks and Eddie and everybody for setting this up, and all the fans for showing up.
He's very loyal to Legends Attic. Comes out when we want him, and comes out for you guys. So it's very, very nice to have him. And
always a pleasure.
It's great to sit next to him in the booth. He is
very cool.
Now in the hearts and minds of all Los Angeles fans, and you have a job for life now because
No.
You have a job
I don't
for
know
life.
about that. Don't put that evil on the people.
All right, guys, thank you very much. We are going to continue from Legends Attic. I still am blown away that that's the ball that Miguel Rojas hit out.
There's more balls coming, man.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Hey, be careful. If the Louvre can get robbed, then the luxurious DoubleTree in Claremont can get robbed too.
All right, we are going to continue from Legends Attic, 619 Foothill Boulevard coming up for you. We're here with Oral Hershiser. Miggy Rowe is rolling around. Steven Nelson is here. I think John Hartung is going to stop by. Rick Dempsey, two-time world champion, is going to be here as well. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN. All right, so the NFL is back at Cosm. You at Cosm, feel the energy of the game day in this dome. I can do that. I can do multitask. You want to be at Cosm. It is a spectacular venue. It is the best place to watch sports in all of Los Angeles. And before every Rams game, you can meet Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens and M for the Rams pregame show at the Hall at Cosm. If you got a ticket to the game, go on in for free. Catch all the energy, the massive wall-to-wall LED displays in the hall, and don't miss out on Cosm's signature menu of local food favorites. Again, to learn more about Cosm, visit Cosm.com. That's COSM.com, Cosm.com. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Lake Show lives here.
Three-pointer by Reeves. It's good! Austin Reeves with a dagger!
We added some pieces that we really needed, and we have really high hopes.
On 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app. Be sure to catch Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, weekday afternoons at 1 p.m. on Mason and Ireland. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Support comes from Clean Power Alliance, providing 3 million residents and businesses clean electricity options. Southern California is our home. It's the air we breathe, the sky we share, the communities that connect us. Every day we have the choice to make a change. On every road, with every light we turn on, we can choose clean energy. Together, we power potential. Change is electric. Learn more at cleanpoweralliance.org/changeIsElectric.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game, avnergatt.com.
Everyone knows Earl Hershiser has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Earl, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
I'm pretty easy to shop for. If it's in Morongo, I'm good to go. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Shop till you drop. You can use your rewards points to shop top brands in our ballroom Black Friday. Noon to 10 p.m. the 28th.
Number 2.
There's over $1 million in progressive jackpots at slots and table games.
And the number 1 reason.
Bret Michaels Rock the World Tour. November 21st. Only at Morongo.
Morongo. Good times.
Discover the bold taste of tradition with Amor Salsita homemade authentic salsas. Hi, this is Jerry with Amor Salsita. From dipping your chips, marinating your favorite dish, topping your tacos, Amor Salsita brings the vibrant flavors of Mexico straight to your table. Salsas with smoky, juicy, chunky tomato, roasted tomatillos, and mango habanero flavors. Visit AmorSalsita.com and discover the flavors and recipes. Pick up your Amor Salsita at any Albertsons, Vons, or Pavilions in the produce department. From our kitchen to yours, Amor in every bite.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
This holiday season, Target has your back with irresistibly cool gifts for everyone on your list. For the trendsetter, start with affordable beauty kits and gift sets. Need something the whole fam will love? Grab snuggly matching fits in every size and style. And for the thrill seekers, don't forget the hottest toys and tech of the season. Target's got you covered with the best deals for endless fun. Shop in store or online. And step into the holidays with Target. Restrictions apply.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
The Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks will both take 7-2 records into SoFi Stadium on Sunday afternoon in what has to be one of the best games of the NFL season so far here in Week 11. We're going to get you started at 11 a.m. with the Toyota Countdown to Kickoff. Myself and Sua Cravens live from Cosm, and then all of the play-by-play action from the voice of the Rams, JB Long, alongside Maurice Jones-Drew, and of course the Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr on the sidelines. All of your play-by-play followed immediately by the Rams postgame show with myself and Sua live from Hollywood Park Casino. Two teams that both come in with high-flying offenses. Two teams that both come in with incredible stifling defenses. Two teams that have both won 4 in a row, and the winner is going to leave SoFi Stadium on top of the NFC West. With Friday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
When it comes to hiring, other job sites are still huddling while ZipRecruiter's already in the end zone. That's why over 4 million businesses have used ZipRecruiter to hire, and why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues. Expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
When it's game time, every play counts. So when it's time to choose your next vehicle, make the winning play at George Chevrolet. From the powerful work-ready Silverado to the family-sized Traverse and all-electric standouts like Blazer and Equinox EV, George Chevrolet has an incredible selection and a championship-caliber team ready to help you get the perfect Chevy at the best price. Visit them off the 91 Freeway, Lakewood Exit in Bellflower, or shop online at GeorgeChevy.com. That's GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
And it is Mason and Arwen on your Friday special edition. Mason and Travis, live from Legends Attic in the city of Claremont for our Miguel Rojas very special event. More information at legendsattic.com. Meanwhile, you know who's also in-house at Legends Attic today? The one and only, the Salsa Hyena, as we call her on the morning show, Jerry Bompa, and her company, Amor Salsita. She's sampling today Amor Salsita's homemade, authentic salsa. Oh, it's delicious. Find out more at amorsalsita.com. Thank you, Jerry and Amor Salsita, for all the support. Get on out to Legends Attic all afternoon long. Right now, Mason and Travis continues on 710 ESPN and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, it's the Mason and Travis show.
How about that?
I forget who did I used to work with?
John something?
And you used to work.
I've already forgotten.
Yeah, already forgotten, yes. Mason and Travis, we're live at Legends Attic in Claremont, and there's some unbelievable items here, and one of them is sitting right in front of us. It is the Miguel Rojas home run ball, and we're joined right now by Dylan Kohler from SCP Auctions. So, Dylan, thanks for coming on. How are you, man?
Guys.
really appreciate it. I'm doing great. What an awesome event, and just glad to be here and showcase some incredible stuff.
Yeah, Dylan, I'm standing, I don't know what, a foot away from the ball, and this is not the only ball that you brought today. This, of course, is the ninth inning home run ball that Mace mentioned. But inside Legends Attic right now, and all of these items are available for auction that you just mentioned me.
Yeah.
The Shohei home run that left the stadium that you were there for,
Number
Mace,
2, amazing.
that ball is there. And then the 11th inning Will Smith home run that ultimately was the winning run in the World Series, also there. And people can go and bid on these right now, Dylan?
Yeah, that's correct. So we were able to acquire all 3 of these amazing baseballs, and they are in our fall premiere auction right now at scpauctions.com. Anyone's able to go online, register to bid. Of course, these incredible balls will come with a hefty price point, but yeah, they're available to the public and will continue through November 22nd.
So I got a question. Do you take Venmo?
You know, if you end up being the high bidder, we can work something out.
Do you have any sense for how big a bid that ball is going to get?
Yeah, definitely. So right now it's currently sitting at $60,000 as we speak.
Shoot him the money, Mace.
Oh, yeah.
I think we can work that out with Venmo, right?
Yeah, Venmo, sure.
Well, yeah, with about a week's time left of bidding, we expect, a lot more activity. Of course, a lot of that does come in the final day, even the final hours of the auction. So, with it being at $60,000 already, I think we're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Of the 3 balls we talked about, Shohei's second home run ball from the CS, this one, the Miggy Rowe ball, or the Will Smith ball. Do you know which one is going to wind up being the most valuable?
Sure. So, the tale tells that Otani does break records in the sense of memorabilia prices. So, we've got some pretty hefty expectations on that one. That one's already at $200,000 currently sitting. It comes from arguably the best game ever, right? So, everybody loves Shohei, and his collectability is through the roof. So that might be at the top of the list there, but at the same time, you can't knock these balls. Just incredible moments in history. Without the Rojas ball, there's no Will Smith ball.
There is no Will Smith ball, absolutely.
And, a game-winning bomb in Game 7, does it get better than that?
Dylan, how do you authenticate the balls? Balls fly into the stands all the time, and somebody catches it, and this is the one. And, especially one like the Shohei that goes over the roof.
Was that the nacho guy? That guy that was eating nachos and it just bounced by him?
Yeah.
How do you know you have the right one?
So there's a lot that goes into it. All 3 of those individuals have taken polygraph tests.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it does go that far when we're talking about this amount of money, right? So they all pass with flying colors. There's a lot of video, photo evidence that we've gathered to, just have every potential buyer have confidence in what we're doing here. And they are the balls.
So let me ask you another question. Was the Miggy Rowe ball the switcheroo ball?
Yes.
So that was interesting because the guy had a ball in his back pocket that he chucked onto the field while he kept the Miggy Rowe ball. Was that one tougher to authenticate?
Yes and no. It kind of goes back to the polygraph test. If there was any hiccups there, obviously there would have been red flags. And, we've talked to the individuals quite enough. This isn't something that they're making up. And if that were to be the case, there might be some other people shouting out and having conflicting opinions, right?
By the way,
these
home runs are such a big deal. I actually know the circumstances by which the switcheroo ball, the nacho ball.
Guy.
Right. Yeah. There's, it's been crazy for baseball news, and I've been surrounded by it, and it's been a lot of fun.
Dylan, what is the item that is like the holy grail of your industry? Is it a game used item? Is it something that's just super rare that there's only one? Like how is it a bat? Is it a ball? Like take me through the hierarchy of what matters the most.
I mean, a lot of the times it is these magnificent World Series moments, sometimes milestone balls. One that is pretty incredible that we actually have up for auction right now in our current auction is Lou Gehrig's 1937 World Series jersey.
Wow.
So, something like that, in my opinion, just with the history, who Gehrig is, of course, Yankees helps. There's the collectability around something that's been preserved for over, just about 90 years now is, to me, something that is at sort of the top of the totem pole. I think that a lot of people will go after stuff like that.
So, Dylan, if there's a high roller listening, how do they make a bid?
So either visit our website is the best way to register, scpauctions.com. We're happy to take phone calls, too. I know that that's kind of old school at this point. But, just get in contact with us. We can get you registered. And, like I said, anyone across the globe is able to participate.
Do you walk around like the guy with the briefcase chained to his wrist that's got the nuclear codes? Like moving this stuff from point A to point B, I mean, these are valuable items.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent, we definitely have a security brigade here today, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Dylan Kohler, thank you so much. SCP Auctions, unbelievable stuff. We appreciate your time, and thanks a lot for coming by.
Yeah, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
We are live at Legends Attic in Claremont, and coming up next, no break. All right, coming up next is Rick Dempsey. He's going to join us here in a minute. Thanks very much, Dylan. Again, just what an unbelievable time to be here. I mean, Trav, this is my first chance of being a Legends Attic.
It's really something
else. I am
else.
blown away.
It's
blown
something
away.
else. I'm excited for you to get a chance to kind of go through it a second time and get to check it all out.
Yeah, exactly.
All over
I'm going
again.
to this one. You're going to this one, Rick.
Have a seat, Rick. We can put either one of these two on that you'd like. Put that on right there.
And joining us right now is two-time World Series champion Rick Dempsey. Rick, thanks for coming by. How are you, man?
It's a pleasure. I've been doing nothing since that last World Series game, and I'm getting bored. So Oral called me up and said, "Come on down," and I couldn't wait to get in the car.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, take me through this World Series. Like, where were you? Where did you watch Game 7 from?
Well, I was at home.
Oh, you were at home?
I was at home. I would much rather watch a ball game that I really am interested in with the announcers coloring it all up, and letting you know all the stuff that you need to do. You go to the ballpark and you don't really get to hear all of the background stuff that I like to hear.
Sure.
That's how you learn when you're watching other teams when you're playing yourself.
Exactly.
You learn things from the announcers that you might not know by the time you get a chance to play. You're just a step ahead.
Yep.
Rick, you played 24 years in the major leagues. You won the World Series twice. You, of course, were the guy that caught the ball, Oral Hershiser's final pitch in 1988 against the Oakland A's. You just talked about watching this one. We just saw it, so it's a little bit – is this the greatest World Series ever played?
Well, it is in my mind right now.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that it was going to be because I'm not 100%, in tune with analytical era.
Okay.
Right? But I was so happy to see that Dave Roberts just kind of let the game go, and that's the way I like to see managers manage these teams because, the analytical era is good for maybe a lot of people in a different respect. But real baseball to me is being able to keep that double play in order, blocking balls behind home plate, calling good ball games, keeping the target down. When I see that target go up in the strike zone belt high just about to every single hitter, I say, where were you guys when I was playing? Because nobody ever gave me a nice high fastball to hit, that's for sure.
Now, are you amazed? Because guys threw hard in your day, but they did not throw necessarily 105 miles an hour, 104 miles. What do you think of the velocity of today's pitching?
Well, the velocity of today's pitching, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay?
Good.
I know when I see a guy throw 100 miles an hour. I know when a guy throws 102. I've had a couple of guys that threw 102. Tim Stoddard was one of them, a relief pitcher for the Orioles when I was there. But I think they brought in these different kind of guns that don't tabulate the speed at the release point, and then where it hits the glove and stuff. They're changing around with things, But a guy who comes in and throws a true 96 miles per hour can really get it up there. And you see 98, 99. But there's not very many people. I saw one guy during my era throw 104 on the old gun.
Really?
That was Nolan Ryan.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
And, I've caught guys that threw 101, 102, nothing more than that, a few times. But in today's game, those guys that are throwing, they throw hard. But I wouldn't think that it was 102. And I've talked to some announcers that I played with in the past, and they say, yeah, you're right.
So when you watch a performance like Yoshinobu Yamamoto in the World Series, does it bring you back to what baseball – It's for me, it's like this is what baseball is, right? This is from the day, the way it was played.
You know what? Yamamoto, that was the reincarnation of Oral Hershiser because – this guy can go out and throw you 9 innings with no problem and come back the next day. And he was begging to get in that last ball game.
Yep.
And Dave Roberts gave him that opportunity. He knew he had to put him back in there. It's the way that they approach the game in his country and how you go out and throw every single day. You can build your endurance up to that much. A lot of players, young players, don't do that. I would love an opportunity to talk to the young players today, and probably won't ever happen, but about keeping yourself in good enough condition to make a full season and do what Yamamoto did. I know that he's been on the DL a few times, but baseball to me is a year-round sport. You have one day off when you fly home at the end of the season and you unpack. The next day you start your workouts that got to go all the way to spring training. And that's the way I approached it for 35 years. And, I was on the disabled list 2 times in my career, but
only 2 times in your whole career?
24 years
with a broken bone.
Oh,
I never pulled a muscle, never pulled a
And you're a catcher?
You were a catcher.
Like and I was a catcher.
Wow.
But it's how you prepare yourself. And I think Yamamoto showed that he was a throwback to the old days, and I was so happy for him. And I was so happy about the whole World Series because it was like real baseball. It wasn't as analytical as a lot of people wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Rick, excuse me, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
When you talk about real baseball and the way that it was played when you won the World Series in 1988, this Dodger team that just won was the heavy favorite coming into spring training, right? They went out and they spent a lot of money, got a lot of good players, and they were expected to win. Your 88 team was not.
Yep.
This was a team that all of a sudden
dead last
right
in all of baseball.
Yeah, underdog in every series.
When did you know, hey, we got something here? Was it when Orel went nuclear and didn't give up a run for basically half the season?
Orel just happened to be the number one guy. 59 consecutive scoreless innings
Unreal.
Is never going to be touched again. You know that. And not giving up any runs. But I liked it because it gave me everything I wanted to see in World Series game, pitching and defense and timely hitting. The Dodgers the year before against the Yankees just blew them off the field offensively. They had guys out there, that really could hit the ball very well.
Right.
And pitchers were fearful of them when they played in the Yankee series. But they showed a little bit of weakness in this World Series, and that happens to every team. It happened to happen to the Dodgers in the World Series in that 7-game series. But they picked up the pace with the pitching and the defense.
Unreal.
It had to be there. Yamamoto had to be there. That Yesevich, the kid that pitched for them, came up with a split-finger fastball. I was so happy to see that.
Yeah.
Didn't want to see the Dodgers go out there and swing and miss. They didn't even foul one of those split fingers off. And, usually in our day, the coaches would have said, you got to move up in the batter's box and hit it like you're facing a knuckleballer. That's how you face it.
Yeah.
You got to move up there and catch it before it breaks a lot. Dodgers did not do that. So what did they have to rely on? The defense. And up the middle, the Dodgers were perfect. Going those last 3 or 4 games, Mookie played an incredible shortstop. The second baseman was amazing. The first baseman's always going to be good.
Always good, yep.
Yeah, and and even third base was good.
Yeah.
So.
Would you have in your day contemplated or had the idea that somebody would come along that could hit 3 home runs in a game and also throw 6 scoreless innings with 10 strikeouts?
No. Ballparks aren't as big as they used to be. When I broke in, there was center fields that were 440 feet away. The New York Yankees, the Detroit Tigers, teams like that, they had huge ballparks. And so you saw a lot more triples in those days.
Yeah.
But they've given these opportunities to these guys now to hit home runs that maybe that used to hit the top of the wall or something, you know. And they've given a lot of guys that don't have a lot of power an opportunity to, hit 15, 20 home runs.
Yeah.
And I don't care about that, really, because it's the same for everybody then.
Yeah.
But the Dodgers are smarter than the average bear. They'll go out and get the players they know who can put the bat on the ball, and it's just going to happen by mistake. Otani is in a rare talent out there. And, he knows a little bit about hitting. I know a little bit about hitting, too, but it's calling pitches behind home plate. I could go out there and suggest to someone how to pitch Otani, and they'd be a little bit more successful than they are.
Yeah.
You've got to realize when he gets locked in, Major League Baseball guards against pitchers who want to throw at him or knock him out of his set position as he gets now. They don't like that, so pitchers have to be careful how close they get to the big guys like him. But Otani, when he hits a ball solid, there's no ballpark in baseball that's going to hold him.
Yeah.
Opposite way or whatever you want to say. But, he is an incredible player, two-way, the pitching and everything. We're looking at the reincarnation of Babe Ruth.
Yeah, sure.
And that's a lot of fun to see him come in. He was tired in that last game.
Yes,
he was.
You could tell.
He came back on 3
he
days
wasn't
rest.
ready for that.
Yeah.
No, that was new for him. You've mentioned this a couple of times, the way that the game was played in your day relative to the way that it's played right now. And I think of one of the things I think of first when I think of you is at Dodger Stadium, you're behind home plate, Lenny Dykstra's up to bat for the Phillies, and all of a sudden you stand up, he looks back at you, you take off your mask, and next thing you know, you're rolling around in the batter's box fighting each other. And it's just like, that's not stuff you see anymore. Take me through who said what to who first to end both you guys in the dirt.
Lenny Dykstra's late in the National League in hitting, okay? And he comes up. He took a perfect pitch, middle away, but above in the strike zone. It was a good pitch for him to drive out of the ballpark to left center field if he was going to do that. But he got very upset because, I do the best I can, even though you can't miss a pitch like that.
Right.
Sure.
Watch the replay. And Lenny got very upset at the umpire saying that he was saying, "Oh, that old guy behind home plate, he was brown nosing you, and you bit the hook, and you called me out. I know what a strike is and everything. You brown noser." He started getting on me. It's like, I wasn't even paying any attention to him. Let him argue to the umpire all he wants. Get thrown out of the game. I don't care. All of a sudden, I said, well, I better pay attention a little bit. When he started really getting on me a little bit, so I just stepped up and. I softly gave him a little left hook. I didn't hit him with my bare hand because I'm a natural left-hander, so I led with my left. My Uncle Dick Young, who was a Hall of Fame referee in professional boxing, taught us when we were kids how to fight. And I always jabbed with my left, even though I am left-handed. So I took it easy on Lenny. But I found out one thing about him. How he got his nickname, because when we fell on the ground and 5 people jumped on top of us, Lenny was at the bottom of the pile scratching me.
Nails.
Oh, wow. And so I got up, I said, "Now, Lenny, I know just how you got your nickname." Look, my face is all scratched. I couldn't move.
That's great.
Last thing for you here, Rick.
Sure.
You became famous, I think it was in Baltimore, with your antics during rain delays. It's now known as rain delay theater. How was rain delay theater?
Rain delay, Rick. Let's call it that. Okay. Actually, that came from my Yankee days. Sparky Lau, great relief pitcher for the Yankees.
Relief pitcher, yeah.
Always wanted to get out on the tarp and do a pantomime of Babe Ruth calling his home run and slide around the tarp, but he never had a guts to do it.
Right.
When I was an Oriole, the last day of one of those seasons, we were tied with the Boston Red Sox for second place. We were playing for second place money. So I said, we got rained out for a little bit, and I ran off, and I noticed there was a baseball on the tarp out there, and I went to the dugout, and I said, now would be a great time to do that pantomime of Babe Ruth. So I put the pillow in the jersey, and I walked out there, and I, sign language with the people. And the Boston fans are avid, great fans. And for a little while, they decided not to be, so hard on the opposition. Right. So I did a little pantomime, throwing the ball. I did a little pantomime, too, of calling Babe Ruth's home run because Babe Ruth was a Boston Red Sox.
Yes.
And so maybe it kind of stuck in their craw a little bit.
Yeah,
that I put the show of Babe Ruth on, but I did the swing and hit the home run, ran around the tarp, and had a good time, and everybody went home happy. We
You'll
split
be
the
happy
second
to-
place
it
money.
still
You'll
shows
be
up.
It's still on YouTube.
Yep.
You can watch Rick and Rain Delay Theater on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, it is awesome to meet you. Thank you so much for coming by. Really, really appreciate it. And ladies and gentlemen, two-time World Series champion Rick Dempsey with us.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Rick.
Rick.
Thank you, man. Awesome.
My
meeting you.
pleasure.
Awesome meeting.
My
you.
pleasure.
Thanks, Rick.
Thank
All
you,
right,
guys.
we are coming right back to Legends Attic. It's Mason, it's Travis, and it is Dodger celebration today here.
It's like I told you during the last break. I could do this all day long.
I know.
I could talk about the Dodgers and, especially
Baseball
meeting
and
somebody like Rick.
history of the
You
game.
can go back to '88 and talk about that whole team. And
I can still picture him sliding around the tarp.
you're not getting out of here, Rick, until I hear your version of the Kirk Gibson story. Because everybody that was on that team, I need to hear
that's
that.
right.
So we're gonna, I'm gonna make sure that you tell me that story at some
Cool.
point.
Get a quick break in, and we're coming right back to Legends Attic in Claremont. Mason, Travis, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pachaga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
To the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction.
And you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pachaga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pachaga Resort Casino.
Want savings that truly deliver championship value? Check out the Kia Season of New Tradition sales event at Kia of Carson, where Black Friday deals are happening all month long. We've got one of the largest Kia selections in America, all in one place. The deals on remaining 2025s are absolutely incredible. And right now, many come with special VIN-specific stickers for extra rebates on top of all other offers and dealer discounts. Thanks to that, you could drive with zero down on approved credit. But hurry, these deals won't last long. Get to Kia of Carson today.
Parents, did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles has the #1 spine program of its kind on the West Coast? In fact, 1 in 5 kids who need spine care come to the Autry Orthopedic Center at CHLA. Their specialists provide world-class care for spinal disorders, including scoliosis, helping young athletes get back in the game. So don't let scoliosis or spinal injuries throw your child a curveball. To learn more, visit chla.org.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
Harry Douglas here. Fellas, it's time to step up your grooming game. Manscaped just leveled up with the Lawnmower 5 and the Chairman Plus, 2 powerhouses built for unmatched precision, comfort, and control. Whether you're cleaning up before a night out, preparing for a big meeting, or getting ready for a game day, Manscaped has the tools to help you look and feel your absolute best. These aren't just old school clippers. They're engineered for modern men who take pride in their daily routine. So upgrade your grooming gear and experience the difference. And now you can find Manscaped products at your local Walmart.
With Progressive customer service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Math is pretty simple. Low prices plus big trade value equals huge savings for you at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Come in today to trade and upgrade your vehicle, or just sell it and get paid. We just crunch the numbers, and you win either way. For complete details, visit OceanSubaruOC.com. The math is simple. More for your trade and less for your next ride at Ocean Subaru.
It's all here at Ocean Subaru. This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recover from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State. With 10 minutes left in the second quarter, Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. and then won 48-41 in double overtime.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Caffeine doesn't have to be bitter or boring anymore. 5-Hour Energy shots are bringing the flavor and the energy. One of my personal favorites, Strawberry Banana, is giving smoothie vibes in a compact caffeinated shot. Whether you like your energy sour, fruity, or tropical, with 17 flavors, there's something for you. And yeah, it's got as much caffeine as a 12-ounce coffee, but zero sugar and no crash. Big flavor, tiny bottle, tasty caffeine done right. You can grab yours in store or hit up 5hourenergy.com or order on Amazon today.
This is the Doctor in the Dugout with Dr. Alan Byer, presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute.
I'm often asked about people who suffer their first back injury, think they've pulled a muscle in their back, and they don't stretch enough as far as their back is concerned. So when do you seek care from a doctor when you've sustained a back injury? At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we like to tell people that the most important thing is to watch and see if that back pain is radiating down your leg, causing any numbness, causing any weakness, or any bowel or bladder dysfunction. These are surgical problems usually and require a more urgent visit to the emergency room rather than waiting to see the doctor. If none of these signs are present, it's safe to wait it out, rest for a few days, and seek medical care from your doctor within a week or so. Hope that helps. Keep stretching your back. If that doesn't get better in a week or 10 days, that's when it's time to seek the orthopedic specialist. Hope this keeps you on the field, and keep listening. We'll be back soon.
Keep listening for more on the road to recovery right here on 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station. Listen to Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
And it is Mason and Ireland on ESPN LA. It's time for Icebreakers. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes. Get it? Idaho, Johnny I, the Idaho compound. Enjoy Blue Ice Classic Vodka or their unique flavors like Huckleberry and Double Espresso. Find Blue Ice in stores and ask for them by name. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
All right, it is 2 p.m. You're not getting the wrong time. We are just a little late because we're at Legends Attic for Icebreakers, and we got Jerry from Amor Salsita with us. And she's going to play a little Icebreakers. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Yep.
All right, so we got two new players. I don't think Travis has played. And then we got
first.
And we got Jerry's first time playing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you guys try to guess a celebrity. And
Rick Dempsey.
And
Miguel Rojas.
The hints get progressively more obvious. All right, so you want to guess with the most amount of points possible, okay?
Yes.
And, if you're here and you guys think you know it, feel free to shout it out, okay? Help people out.
I need help.
All right, for 10 points. I was born in 1952 in Northern Ireland. Anyone know?
Bono.
Are you?
Is that your actual guess?
If I guess, am I out?
Yes,
You're
you
out?
have one guess.
I didn't know the rules.
Are you
okay.
withdrawing your guess?
No,
You have one guess.
I withdraw my guess.
Okay,
withdrawn.
Yeah.
It's not Bono. So for 9 points, I am in multiple major movie franchises. Okay.
Ireland.
For
Wait, what year? Sorry.
Oh, 1952.
Okay.
Okay. So for 8 points, he is ranked. Oh, I'm revealing the gender. He is ranked 69 from Empire Magazine's top 100 movie stars of all time list.
I'm going to guess.
All right.
Liam Neeson.
You got it right.
Yeah.
It is Liam Neeson. Way to go, Trav.
I was going to say Mel Gibson.
Wow.
Mel Gibson? No.
Yeah, I know. I don't think he's Irish, but that would be a good guess, too. Good job, Trav. On your first time playing, you had one of the highest scores you've ever had.
Yeah.
So
I think he leads me now.
right
off the bat.
Can I retire right now?
Sure.
Walk-off shot?
Hang it up.
Yeah.
And whenever we play Icebreakers, it's sponsored by Blue Ice Vodka, crafted in the heart of America from the finest Idaho potatoes, distilled for clarity, filtered for perfection. Blue Ice Vodka isn't just vodka, it's a statement. Sip chilled, mix bold, drink responsibly. Blue Ice Vodka, cooler by nature. Let's go from vodka to salsa, huh? Jerry Pompa's here. She, of course, is the salsa that is now my go-to, which is Amor Salsita. I met you at a Lakers game, and you talked me out of my terrible habit with pace, and I immediately went to Amor Salsita.
Good.
Welcome. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Thanks for having me. This is a great event.
Yeah.
Love
So
Miggy,
tell me, you first of all, your salsa is, I mentioned like bottled salsa and stuff like your salsa is fresh, which is what I love. It's cooler case salsa, right?
Yes, it is. It's in the produce department, which what screams fresh, more than produce.
Sure.
So, yep, we have 8 salsas. We make it with the best ingredients, fresh ingredients. Premium ingredients is what I want to say. But yeah.
Jerry, you were out at Legends Attic the last time you and I spoke to each other when you brought it out, and you brought me a very nice little tub of the salsa verde. Is there more lurking around here somewhere that I can get my hands on? Yes, that's my favorite one.
Yes, we have some out there for you. We're sampling it. I hope everyone's tried it. That's here. But yes, we'll have some for you to take home.
Are these all your own recipes that you put together?
Yes, these are, they're family recipes. So they're my abuelitas. They're my dad's recipes. Today's my dad's heavenly birthday, so I just want to say that.
Very nice.
Yeah, but he had us, my sister and I, she's right there. We've been in the kitchen since we were, 6 years old making salsa. So these are family recipes. And
when did you invent and decide, okay, I'm gonna put this out on the market. I'm gonna let other people try the family recipes. When did that happen?
Oh my gosh, that was the idea to start our company started, COVID. We started talking about it. And we said we can do this. I mean, there's a lot of other steps, things that happen along the way, but just making our salsa and giving samples to people we work with, and I was in the industry, and so we had connections on just who could be our broker, who would manufacture it for us. So about 2020, and then we went to market. Or we partnered with Albertsons Bonds Pavilions. Hi, Ryan. In 2023, we were on the market in 2024. So we just celebrated 1 year this past August.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Is there a best way to consume? I mean, is it a classic chips and salsa
By the way,
situation?
you're talking to Trav.
Like, I could sit here. Maybe the only thing that's close to talking about Dodger baseball is eating.
Yes.
That's like my second favorite topic. But is it just the classic chip, or is it on a quesadilla? Is it spread inside a burrito? Like, what's your favorite way to do it?
Oh my gosh, every way. I mean, seriously, it's a chips and salsa, but our salsas are so bold with great flavor that you can use it to cook with. And I've had so many people. I'll tell a quick story. This lady I used to work with said she started using our salsa in her soups and her rice and things like that, and her family started saying, "Mom, did you take cooking classes? Like, your food is so good." And she's like, "No,
weapon.
exactly."
Yeah.
She goes, "Jerry, I will never tell them that I'm using your salsa to cook with." But yes, so breakfast, right? The mild goes good on omelets and chilaquiles, you name it, tacos, enchiladas. I mean, it's good on everything.
So on the Shadano and Cab Morning Show, they refer to you as the Salsa Jaina. Now,
yes.
How do you feel about it? Is that something you've granted permission to? Do you accept that? How do you feel about it?
They did ask me if it was okay. Chris did say, is it okay if we call you Salsa Jaina? I said, as long as you say Jainas, because, as long as we include my sister, right, the two of us. But, yes, Salsa Jainas, I'm good with it.
All right, awesome. Well, listen, congratulations again on this salsa. It is absolutely delicious. After I saw you at the Lakers game, I'm like, we got to get some fresh salsa. We had tacos. We had fresh salsa. It was fantastic. Salsa, Amor Salsita.
Yes.
Amor Salsita. It is available at Albertsons, Vons, and Pavilions.
Yes.
Awesome seeing you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank
Very
you.
proper
Thank
there.
you.
Amor Salsita. Coming up next for you, John Hartung is going to join us. His reaction to everything that we've talked about today. And, of course, the World Series Championship. We'll do that as we're live from Legends Attic in Claremont, 619 Foothill Boulevard, Mason, Ireland. Travis in for John, 710 ESPN. So every day, somebody in L.A. gets hit, left wondering, what do I do now? That's why Jacob Emrani does this. He's been fighting for real people in this city for nearly 30 years. Not for fame, not for attention, but because it matters. When you're in pain, when you're scared, when life is flipped upside down, you need somebody who shows up for you, and that's why you call Jacob Emrani. Now there's a new number. You're never going to forget this number. 800-345-6789. Say it again. 800. Was I supposed to say it again? I'm not sure. Say it again. 800-345-6789. People across L.A. are saving this number, teaching it to their kids, putting it in their phones, because when the moment comes, they want Jacob on their side. 800-345-6789. He will make it easy. All the paperwork, all the dealing with the insurance company, all the dealing with doctors and all that stuff. It will be easy as the number, 800-345-6789. And Jacob's team, best in the city. No fee unless Jacob wins. 800-345-6789. Visit calljacob.com, but easy to remember, 800-345-6789. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Your Lakers, your season, your home.
Today, the long Laker road trip continues and makes a stop in the Big Easy for a showdown with the Pelicans.
Luke out of the backcourt. Luka give it to LaRavia. LaRavia to Rui. Three-pointer. Good again. Rui's hot.
Coverage of Lakers versus Pelicans starts today at 3:30 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
I'm pretty easy to shop for. If it's in Morongo, I'm good to go. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Shop till you drop. You can use your rewards points to shop top brands in our ballroom Black Friday. Noon to 10 p.m. the 28th.
Number 2.
There's over $1 million in progressive jackpots at slots and table games.
And the number 1 reason.
Bret Michaels Rock the World Tour. November 21st. Only at Morongo.
Morongo. Good times.
This is the Southern California Kia Dealers Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
The Los Angeles Rams are 7-2 after an emphatic 42-26 win at Levi Stadium against the 49ers. It's the first NFC West win of the season for the Rams. It's also the first NFC West loss of the season for the 49ers, and it sets up an absolutely epic showdown in 1 week at SoFi Stadium when the 7-2 Rams will take on the 7-2 Seattle Seahawks. That could be the difference between who wins the NFC West or not. Matthew Stafford absolutely on fire. The first quarterback in NFL history with 4 passing touchdowns and 0 interceptions in 3 consecutive games. And with that win, for the first time in Matthew Stafford's career, he is a 500 quarterback. 115-1 in his amazing career. The Rams are firing 4 in a row for LA. The Seahawks up next. With Thursday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
The Southern California Kia Dealers Rams Report. Driven by your Southern California Kia dealers.
Orgavattazona? Is that a word? In the new 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
And it is Mason and Ireland on your Friday Today special edition. Live from Legends Attic in the city of Claremont, Mason and Travis with our Miguel Rojas celebration event, celebrating back-to-back champions, and we're doing it too with Children's Dental Fun Zone, your one-stop shop for children's dentistry and orthodontics for over 23 years. Children's Dental Fun Zone accepts Medi-Cal, PPO, and HMO insurance. For your free consultation, visit cdfzone.com. cdfzone.com. This month only, get $500 off braces. How about that? Right now, our celebration continues from Legends Attic with Miguel Rojas, Mason, and Travis. Continues for your Friday afternoon on ESPN LA.
And you know this guy from Sportsnet LA. How long have you been doing this, John Hartung?
We just finished our 12th
season. Congratulations.
It's amazing.
Everybody that watches Dodgers baseball knows John Hartung from all of your unbelievable work. I watch. By the way, I switch over after the network games to catch your post game because I want your post game. I don't want their post game. You do such a great job, and we're so appreciative of you being here.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. We have a lot of fun what we do. I mean, as you know, having a chance to fill in back in, was it year one of 12 years, we just have such a great group of guys and very fortunate to be a part of this team because I grew up here, diehard Dodger fan, and to have this job, a lot of times I feel like I have pinch me moments, even after 12 years of this.
Sure.
John, what is it like? Mason and I talked about this on the air, off the air. We talked to the guys that have come through today. Stephen Nelson was in here just an hour or so ago, that you are on the edge of the cliff for a month. And then it goes to extra innings in Game 7. They were on the precipice of losing, I don't know, what, half a dozen, 10 times?
Yep.
It felt like if this doesn't go well, this is it. And now it's over. They've won the title. Like, what is the come down for you, who not only is living as a fan, like you said, but you got to go to work after all these games?
It's exhausting. Yeah. It's absolutely exhausting. And that's probably the hardest part for me, is going on the air right after a very emotional game like that. Fortunately, after Game 7, because Network has it and they do the trophy presentation, there's a good 20-minute gap before we come on the air, and I'm able to kind of gather my senses a little bit, but I'm still riding that high. And Game 6, Game 7, I ride that roller coaster of emotion just like every Dodger fan does, because as you guys know, I am a Dodger fan first.
Yeah.
Dodgers pre- and post-game show host, a distant second.
Yeah.
And so I am on that emotional roller coaster with everybody. Nomar just sits there and he looks and he laughs at me because I'll be pacing back and forth and I'm like slamming the desk or going crazy, practically doing cartwheels in the studio. But Jerry's kind of like me too.
Yeah,
Jerry Hairston Jr.
he
is
lives
very
your way.
much
Yeah,
like me.
He's clearly a
we'll
Dodger
run around. We're doing laps in the studio after they win big games, and we look like idiots. And I didn't realize that everybody was rolling on it the whole time. And then they show it at the end of the show.
Miguel Rojas is roaming around here somewhere. Ninth inning, Game 7, down a run. Was all lost? And for me, I felt like all is lost.
We were preparing to do a somber postgame show.
Yeah.
With 2 outs in that 9th inning. There was even that shot. I'll always remember the shot of Max Scherzer. And they cut to him after Kike makes the first out, and he says, 2 more. And then when Miggy Rowe hit that home run, I kept thinking back to Max Scherzer. I'm like, nope, it ain't 2 more now.
Yeah.
We got a new game.
Yep.
And that one swing here in Los Angeles, where we love our sports teams, we love our sports heroes, that's going to be one of the great moments in L.A. Dodgers history when it's all said and done because of what it meant in that moment, because it was so improbable. It really was. I mean, the guy hadn't hit a home run against a right-handed pitcher all year long. And of all people, even Joe Davis's call where he says, "No way." Like, that kind of described how we were feeling when we saw the ball go over that wall.
You know, you mentioned that moment. Mason and I have been talking about all these different – and here's a moment that we haven't even mentioned today.
Okay.
And it was Clayton Kershaw coming into the 13th inning of Game 3.
Sure.
And it feels
That's
like
my bases loaded guy.
Yeah, and it just feels like a million years ago.
Yeah.
And you were just hanging on every single pitch, and you're like, it cannot end like this. Like, he has to get out of this. You've obviously just mentioned 12 years you've been doing this. To see him go out with back-to-back titles and have a moment, not just be there like he was the year before, he was recovering from an injury, but to have one of the moments that is one of the signature moments of one of the great World Series of all time.
That was a huge moment.
Yeah.
And the fact that was his one moment of the World Series, I think, was great. And I thought it was great when he was on our post-game show, or actually I should say when we had the parade and the rally. He was our last guest when we had that 3.5-hour show. And he talked about how Ellen's not a bullpen wife.
Yeah, right.
And you could see that on her face when she was sitting in the stands, and she had tears in her eyes because that was...
She was everybody in that moment.
Yeah. She was, all of us. I think I had tears in my eyes after he got that ground ball. And, again, a really nice play there by Tommy Edman to glove flip to first to get the out. But that's what made this run so special for me, was that everybody had their moment.
Yes.
Whether it was Clayton Kershaw, it was Will Klein, Edgardo Enriquez, even in that 18-inning game. Everybody had.
Deepa has. Who remembers that he struggled at the plate now?
Nobody even talks about that.
The catch. I keep bringing up. I'm a big Justin Dean fan. You want the statue? You want the statue with the hands? There to be a statue at Dodger Stadium of Justin Dean going, it's stuck. Ball's stuck.
Justin Dean had his thumbprint on this series.
Yes, he did. So for you, going through the course of a season, because you do virtually every game, right?
Pretty close. Over the course of 162, I'll do a little over 130.
So did you feel like this was a team? Because by the time we got to the end of the season, they picked up a little bit, but they scuffled through a lot of this season. Did you feel like this had World Series potential?
Well, what's weird is that each of these last 2 years, I think myself and some of my coworkers, we were probably the least confident that they were going to win the World Series compared to the 111-win team and some of the other teams that they had.
Right.
Because of all the injuries. Last year, they had no starting pitching. They had, 1.5 real starting pitchers?
Yep.
And then this year, the bullpen was what it was, dealing with injuries and lack of production.
It was like it was Dave. By the way, Dave Roberts pieced together last year with no starters.
Right.
This year with
and he was
really
brilliant.
weak bullpen. Yeah,
and I tell people this, he manages so differently through the course of 162 than he does in the postseason. And I think that's where a lot of fans might get frustrated because they want every game through the course of the 6-month regular season to be managed like it's Game 7 of the World Series, and so he gets second-guessed a lot more because he's doing less by gut and feel during the regular season because he has the long game in mind.
John Hartung joining us here on Mason in Ireland. So, John, one of the words I'm going to steal from Andrew Friedman here for a second. He talks about the optionality that they have. They got a lot of guys that can do a lot of different things, and like Mace mentioned, last year was with basically a bullpen in Walker Buehler and Jack Flaherty. This year was starting pitchers filling every possible role. What's the optionality for next year? Like, what's the next wrinkle?
Can we get both? Can we get both things? Can we get both great bullpen and great? I feel great about the rotation.
Okay, but going into this 2025 season, when we had Fan Fest at Dodger Stadium and Andrew Friedman was one of our guests, and Nomar even said to him, "You went from going to have closer by committee last year, meaning in 2024, to a committee of closers."
Yeah.
And that didn't work out.
Nope.
Either guys got hurt or they just didn't perform up to their capabilities. So we can go into 2026 with a completely stacked team and think, okay, this is going to be the way it's going to be. But as you know, things change.
Yeah, by the way, I'm going to call my shot right now.
The team you have on opening day is never the team that you're going to have at the start of October.
I think Tanner Scott's going to be the closer next year, and I do too. He's going to be really good.
I do too.
I wouldn't bet against that.
Relievers go up and down and up and down. We happen to catch him on a down. I think we'll get him on an up next year.
Yeah, I think you're probably right there. But the Dodgers still want to add bullpen arms for sure.
Sure, absolutely.
You talk about that and adding bullpen arms, and every year, and this is what drives everybody that isn't a Dodger fan crazy, is that every year, no matter how successful, they go back in and say, how do we get better? And you look at what this is, and you mentioned, I'm kind of going back to what you said at the beginning, you've been doing this a dozen years. This really is the golden age of Dodger baseball, where they are good, not just good, but very good every single year. And to get to be a part of that has to be such a thrill.
It is. And like I said, 12 years in, I still have these pinch-me moments because growing up as a kid in Woodland Hills out in the valley as a Dodger fan in the 70s, I grew up thinking the Dodgers are going to go to the World Series almost every year because they went in 77 when I was a little kid, and then 78. They won it in 81, and then they win it in 88, and then all of a sudden it's crickets for a really long time. And like you said, Andrew Friedman's been up front about this. Mark Walter's been up front about this. They want this to be a dynasty. They want this to be the golden age of Dodger baseball, and I think it already is that. Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're satisfied having just won back-to-back. They want to win more. And Shohei Otani, after winning last year, told Andrew Friedman, let's do this 9 more times. Well, he's done it again, so why not 8 more times?
You know, the crazy thing is we've talked about all these moments, whether it's Justin Dean or it's Will Klein or so much has to go right for you to win the World Series. And that's why repeating is so hard. That's why next year is going to be – because you got to get every little thing to go right for you, particularly in the postseason. Yeah. And this year it did, and it felt like magic. It felt like a magic trick that the Dodgers won the World Series.
Certainly in Games 6 and 7.
Yes.
When Games 4 and 5 happened, I was not the most confident. I mean, you're going back to Toronto. That place is a zoo. They're going to be amped up.
Yep.
And the Dodgers had to have so many things, like you said, go their way. And everything seemed to go their way in Games 6 and 7 at the most critical moments. Miguel Rojas hitting that home run, the plays at the plate, the Paez catch, Will Smith. I mean, just we could go on and on about everything that happened.
You go back to, this was early September maybe, when Yamamoto came within an out of throwing a no-hitter in Baltimore. And the bullpen, didn't close the show, and it felt like the low point of the season. They've been struggling through all of this, and I've heard all the players talk about it, that they came out the next day and guys, we're fine. And you, at least when I hear stuff like that, I think that, okay, this is athlete lip service. They have to be panicking because we're panicking. They can't get anything right, but it really did seem like that was the moment where they kind of showed their professionalism that we're fine. Even though you guys think of it one way, we think of it differently.
Well, leading up to that, because we talked about this in the postgame show, and I turned to Jerry Hairston Jr. after the Dodgers lost that game, because this was on a dreadful road trip. If you remember, they got swept by the Pittsburgh Pirates in Pittsburgh to start it. Then they lose the first 2 in Baltimore, and the second one on that fashion when Yamamoto is 1 out away from throwing a no-hitter. At that point, they were 22 and 32 over their previous 54 games. And I remember saying to Jerry, this is either going to galvanize this team or they're just going to fall apart, and that's going to be it. And, well, after that game, they went 15-5 the rest of the regular season. Then they went 13-4 in the postseason. World Series champs, back-to-back.
So I want to, before we let you go here, I want to thank you for taking a day off a few years ago when I was filling in for you.
Oh, my gosh.
I got to be there.
People talk about this it's 11 years ago now, and people still remind me of this at work, on the street, all around.
It was one of the highlights of my life. I was doing John's job the night Clayton Kershaw threw the no-hitter.
I'm at my son's basketball game following on my phone, and it got to be like the third inning. I'm like, why do I have a feeling Clayton Kershaw is going to throw a no-hitter tonight?
Yeah.
It was only the third inning.
And by the way, should have been a perfect game. We were one Hanley Ramirez away from a perfect game.
Speaking of the guy who was sitting in this chair a couple hours ago, it's not a no-hitter from Miguel Rojas, who I think was a rookie at the time, makes some crazy backhanded
play down the line at third base.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that wasn't the only one. I tell people also, last year when Shohei had the 6-for-6 game in Miami with the 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, 50-50, the whole bit, I was off that day, too.
That day.
Allie Clifton was filling in.
But here's the thing. So many amazing things happen with the Dodgers.
Off.
You can't be here for all of them, I guess.
That's true. But I've been there for so many of them.
I got one more for you, John. And anybody that watches, your pregame show knows this. You guys all like to have your home run call. You got to pick your guy, who it is.
Yeah.
Take me through the methodology of who you choose every single day, and how serious is the competition among you and your colleagues?
So starting next year, because it wasn't until about a third of the way through this season where they allowed me to call my shot because the team wasn't doing well.
Okay.
So I called my shot, and they've let me do it in the past from time to time. But I called my shot that first night, the second night, third night, and fourth night. And so I'm like, this is easy. And so next year we're going to have a counter. So we're going to be able to keep track of who is correct on their shot calls, because Jerry likes to fudge the numbers a lot of times.
How about an embarrassment
on his
bet, whoever finishes last?
Oh, like fantasy football.
Like fantasy football, embarrassment bet.
We should do that. Absolutely, for next season. Hopefully we can make that happen. But I usually let the other guys go first, who they want to pick, and then I'll just take.
Is Shohei ineligible to be picked? You're just not allowed to take him? It's too easy?
No. So when the Dodgers played Game 4 of the National League Championship Series, true story, I said, what's that old saying? Go big or go home?
Yeah.
I said Shohei Otani is going to get the win tonight, and I said he's going to go at least 6 innings, 1 or no runs, and he's going to hit a home run. Little did I know, he hit 3 home runs and went 6 scoreless innings and 10 strikeouts. So everybody was giving me props for that, even though I didn't say he was going to hit 3 home runs.
Well, we're giving you props for being our friend all year long, watching Sportsnet LA and seeing you and Jerry and Nomar and Oral and all you guys. You are tremendous at what you do. We really appreciate you taking time, and thanks, John.
I appreciate you guys as well. Thank you so much for having me. Great.
John Hartung, Sportsnet LA. We're coming right back at Legends Attic in Claremont. Mason in Ireland, Travis in for John, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
Money all the time, what I'm thinking.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
To the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction.
And you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino.
All right, guys, I'm here with the Crazy Hernandez brothers from Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Okay, I understand that, you guys obviously have dealt with contractors, wholesalers, but is there a project too big? Is there a project too small for you guys?
No, not at all. No project's too small or too big. We could handle anything you need.
Are you kidding me? With as much as people love their pets now, people come in for carpet for their doghouse. So we can do a project that small, and we're happy to do that.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you and on your schedule. Whether you're running from work, home, or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
What's going on? It's Beto Duran, and I love rolling around in my Toyota. Tacoma, to be exact. And right now, if you're in the 818, go check out the All-Stars at Northridge Toyota. In the 626, it's all about Wondries Toyota. Lease a brand new 2025 Tacoma for just $164 a month.
Heart failure. And then I had several seizures. And that led to realizing I had had several strokes earlier in the week. Then it was a second week in the hospital. But Providence saved my life. Providence stands with patients during some of life's most challenging moments. And they stand with the families. My entire family was in the hospital with me, watching over me. Providence, bringing skill, compassion, and everything they have to every case.
There's one thing that I'm truly thankful for this year, and that's my Life Source water system. We know LA City water is lousy, filled with chemicals and chlorine. That's why I made the switch to Life Source water. It's not just better, it's essential. For a limited time, Life Source water will pay your sales tax. Call 800-WATER-99 now or visit lifesourcewater.com to save up to $1,000 during their no sales tax special. Life Source.
Diabetes, high blood
pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-471-9773. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-471-9773. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-471-9773. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-471-9773. That's 800-471-9773.
Your Lakers, your season, your home.
Today, the Long Laker road trip continues and makes a stop in the Big Easy for a showdown with the Pelicans.
Luke out of the backcourt. Luka give it to Laravia. Laravia to Rui. Three-pointer. Good again. Rui's hot.
Coverage of Lakers versus Pelicans starts today at 3:30 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, full race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, so a few things to get in here. I want to say thank you to Nico Salazar, who is a P1. He's a mailman in Pomona. Brought me Mega Millions tickets for tonight.
Wow, okay,
so
but you're rich.
If I win, I'm sharing with Nico.
What's Nico's cut?
Nico.
Fitty?
Yeah, fitty.
Gotta negotiate.
Yeah. Fitty.
Well,
it's so much money.
Nico's not here, so I'll take.
Yeah, there you go. And we are joined by Albert Ayala, who is Children's Dental Fund Zone, one of our partners here at 710 ESPN. So, Children's Dental Fund Zone, we've been working with you for how long now? It's been a few years, right?
A few years now.
Yeah.
Manny, you guys have all been great. We've been to quite a few events. My son Ozzy actually played in the softball tournament.
Ozzy Rake, by the way. Ozzy Rake.
Yeah. So
Ozzy
he was on my team last year. He was great.
When you got robbed
Team Cappy
for the MVP.
come back to win that game. I'm just
Albert,
saying,
are you good at softball?
I've never tried softball, but
okay.
I'm
could
sure
you
I
help
can
us out this next year?
Yeah,
maybe?
Well, we got it. We got it in the bag.
All right, so we're going to do a little fast track, give you a chance to react to all the stuff that's going on in sports and everything else that M's got here. So zoom, Em.
Zoom. And me and Brian are both going to ask you some questions.
Cool.
Okay, so first up, have you guys seen this flyer in Toronto? Okay, and this is, speaking of Toronto, because they got beat by the Dodgers.
That's right.
So
never a doubt.
Bills, the Buffalo fans are fed up with Toronto, okay? So this is a sign that's in Toronto. Please stop rooting for us. Toronto sports fans, this isn't funny anymore. The Dolphins, we get it. You need something. The Leafs are hurting. The Raps are hopeless. And we can't imagine what Game 7, 11th inning, runner on third with one out loss must have felt like. But are you noticing a common thread? It's not us, it's you. Halloween may be over, but your curse isn't. So is this fair from Buffalo Bills Mafia to blame their loss on Toronto? Mace, why don't you start?
I'm going to say this is the only team in the world that's looking for less fans. Yeah, stop rooting for us is something you never hear a team say, you never hear a fan base say. But in this particular case, I think they're okay as long as Drake does not attend a Buffalo Bills game.
Okay, Albert, what do you think? Are the Toronto fans cursed?
They will be after Game 7. Half an inch away from winning it all.
Will Smith,
totally.
Half an inch, a ball wedged in the outfield wall,
right?
a million different
all
things.
that stuff.
Secondary lead, buddy. Secondary lead.
That's right. Get off the bag.
Trev.
I get it. Think about how terrible luck Buffalo has. They lost 4 Super Super Bowls in a row.
Yeah,
Buffalo was
true.
nothing but not snake bit. Patrick Mahomes, 18 seconds, goes and scores a touchdown. The last thing they need is more bad Toronto juju coming into their building, so I get it.
All right, Brian, what do you got for FastTrack?
All right, so the MLB awards were held last night.
Hey, Bri, how you been?
Doing pretty good. Good. I wish I was there. I will say, very jealous.
Yeah. By the way, Brian, you gotta get yourself out here to Legends Attic. It is amazing.
Yeah.
All right, take it away.
So last night, the first ever Entertainer of the Year award was given by MLB. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. got that award. We saw Aaron Judge and Otani win the MVPs. What is the Entertainer? Because I was trying to figure out what is this award, the Entertainer of the Year award, and did they get it right with Vladdy Jr.?
I have never heard of this thing before. It sounds like it's something that should have happened at the Latin Grammys last night. Entertainer of the Year. Did they just invent this?
So
this
is new this year. This is the first year that he's getting it, but yeah, the person that's most entertaining to watch baseball. Do you think that they got it right?
He's entertaining.
He is.
He's a fun player. I just don't know who cannot be. Sir, I challenge you to not be entertained by Shohei Otani.
No, the Shohei Otani is the right answer to this. What this is the thing that he's got to get something. We know he's not going to get any of the ones that we already have. Let's create a new category to give to a great player because he needs to win something.
Yes.
So I think this is kind of like the coaches award that they give out at high school events.
It's like a Mandy.
Thanks for participating.
Vlad Guerrero won the Mandy.
Yes, you need to give yourself something along the way. So they gave him the Mandy MLB trophy.
Thanks for showing up.
Thanks for playing.
Albert, would you give it to someone else? Would you give it to Otani?
Well, I'm with Mace. I mean,
okay.
You turn on the TV. Anytime Otani's playing, you're just in awe of what he's doing or what he's going to just.
Yeah.
Shohei's got it.
So
another win for the Dodgers.
Yeah, another win, exactly. So I want to ask you. So I am a really, really bad at going to the dentist. Very bad. And I have nitrous while I'm getting my teeth cleaned.
Just for cleaning.
Just for cleaning.
Okay.
I feel like I am a candidate for Children's Dental Funds.
Well, not the children's part, but it's
I'm a big kid, man.
The children that do come.
Yeah.
It's believe it or not, my three boys are patients here.
Nice.
They don't dread it. They don't hate it. They love it. There's no pain. There's no gimmicks. No nothing. It's
That's
just
awesome, man.
Get in, get clean, come out with a smile, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Great place to go. You got the movies, the games.
Yeah. Sure.
Everything to entertain the little ones.
Yep.
So there's something to do for everybody.
I don't know what this says about me, but I look forward to going to the dentist.
Ugh.
I love it.
You're in rare company.
I know, but I look forward to it. I got my teeth are held. I like the clean feeling when it's all said and done.
Yeah, you must go to Children's Dental Funds.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I am the weirdo that likes the dentist for sure.
Well, listen, Albert, we love working with you.
Yeah, it's been great.
Appreciate you very much. Children's Dental Fund Zone, a tremendous partner, and we really appreciate you and appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
All right, there's Albert Ayala, Children's Dental Fund Zone. Coming up next for you, more Fast Track? Yes, more Fast Track. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Okay, this November, BetterHelp is encouraging everybody to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you are there. I've dealt with mental health issues over the years, went through a really bad stretch 20 years ago, got into therapy, and man, it has changed my life. You got to find the right therapist, and with BetterHelp, they've got over 30,000 therapists, and they use a match commitment. BetterHelp does all the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. There's a questionnaire. They identify your needs and your preferences, and they've been doing this for over 12 years. They will find the right therapist for you. This month, don't wait to reach out, whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist for yourself. BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners, 10% off their first month of therapy. Just call pound 250, say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Sport.
It is time for Fast Track.
FastTrack.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Want savings that truly deliver championship value? Check out the Kia Season of New Tradition sales event at Kia of Carson, where Black Friday deals are happening all month long. We've got one of the largest Kia selections in America, all in one place. The deals on remaining 2025s are absolutely incredible. And right now, many come with special VIN-specific stickers for extra rebates on top of all other offers and dealer discounts. Thanks to that, you could drive with zero down on approved credit. But hurry, these deals won't last long. Get to Kia of Carson today.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate. And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
Zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, man.
Zoom.
Okay, so this weekend, it's a very, very big game. We have, obviously, we have USC and Iowa, huge game for
Tomorrow.
USC coming up tomorrow.
Ready.
But also another very big game early in the season, though, is between USC women's basketball and University of South Carolina.
South Carolina, yeah.
They're playing at Crypto.com Arena, and it's going to be really amazing. They're both ranked in the top 10. South Carolina is number 2. SC is number 8, and so it's dubbed the real SC, the battle for real SC.
So it's USC versus USC.
Okay, so you didn't grow up on the West Coast.
I did not.
Did you call South Carolina SC?
No. Never did. I
And
called it South
obviously you
Carolina.
didn't, Travis. There's only one SC.
I grew up in a household where both of my grandparents were SC alumni, so it was SC was SC and South Carolina was South Carolina for sure.
I grew up in the East Coast. I even applied and got into South Carolina.
Did you really?
They gave me a big scholarship or whatever. Didn't end up doing it. I called it South Carolina.
You made the right decision. Go to UVA.
I've never called them USC. I've never called them SC ever.
Yeah, I've it's always been South Carolina. Go Cox.
There's only one SC.
Only South Carolinians do, right?
Yeah,
like nobody
so.
outside of South Carolina. You say USC, it's the Trojans.
Of course.
Yes.
That's what I always thought. So, I think regardless of the outcome of the game, the real SC is USC.
By the way, as a point of information, how many people will be at the USC versus South Carolina game tomorrow at Crypto? Is it going to be full?
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'm curious.
Would be awesome to see
because
it really packed.
They're not doing it in Galen, so they must have felt like there was a bigger audience than.
What's the capacity at Galen?
Venue.
It's Galen 15?
Yeah, Galen's smaller venue than.
It is pretty small.
Yeah.
I'm looking at so Galen Center is 10,000, and so I don't know what Crypto is.
Crypto's 25, 26.
Right,
Yeah.
and it's huge name brand women's basketball program. So I'm excited to see this game.
Are you going?
I am interested. I haven't bought tickets yet.
Okay.
Maybe I'll see if I can get a ticket.
All right, vroom vroom, Brian.
FastTrack.
All right, guys. So Zach Lowe was doing a live version of his podcast and had Coach Chris Finch on. Had some interesting comments that are making their way around the internet. Just take a listen, a little 15-second clip here.
My wife was worried about me. She's like, "You're such a workaholic. What are you going to do?" I was like, watch how amazing I am at doing nothing. It was great.
I mean, I bet you 3/4 of these people are going to go home and do a podcast tonight, you know?
You're going with the anti-media tropes right out of the gate.
I mean, it'll qualify you to coach the Lakers, you know?
Whoa!
So Chris Finch there taking a shot at J.J. Redick, podcaster and a Lakers coach. You enjoy that coaches are going at it like this.
I mean, we're talking about it. That's good. It's good content, and it's fun, the back and forth. I personally, let's see, how many podcasts do we have between us, Trev?
I've got 2 myself.
I've got 1 with another one coming, so ultimately we'll have 4 podcasts between the 2 of us. It is true. But you do dig down on, you do dive
into the
topics. And by the way, if you look at J.J. Redick's podcast when he was doing it with LeBron, totally different than like what you and I do.
Oh,
they were down looking at film.
No, they're granular level.
Yeah,
but look, I'll tell you what. Clearly, Chris Finch has real feelings about J.J. Redick getting that job without having to go through the channels, right?
Yes.
That this is a guy that was a player, that was a media star really quickly, and then got elevated to the coach of the Lakers. Somebody like Chris Finch who had to work his way to a head coaching job in the NBA, he is deeply in his feelings. That was a personal shot at J.J. Redick. That was a real thing. That's great. By the way, love it because JJ takes that stuff seriously. JJ's going to respond to that. I think it's great.
Yeah, I'm in favor of going back.
I love Petty.
And we all know JJ's a crazy person, and so he's going to take this very well. He's not going to tell us he's taking it personally,
but he's going to.
But he's going to devise a scheme to crush the Timberwolves.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so we are live at Legends Attic. And this is my first visit to Legends Attic at 619 Foothill Boulevard in Claremont. And I am just, the whole day, we were talking about this a little bit. I grew up around a minor league baseball team. Mm-hmm. You grew up playing baseball. Baseball is just,
it's different.
It's part of the fabric of my life. And so to be here and talking to guys like Miggy Rowe and Oral and Rick Dempsey and the history. I mean, I just have had such a great day.
It's awesome to get to do it. And like you said, and not to get too philosophical about this, I've never known my life without baseball.
Yeah.
I can't remember a time in my life where I wasn't either playing, watching, coaching my kids, getting a chance to do what we do for a living and getting a chance to have become friends with Oral Hershiser.
That's insane.
I was in the right field pavilion in Game 7 of the NLCS in 1988 when Oral Hershiser won and sent the Dodgers to that World Series.
Right.
And if you told me I was 17 years old, I'm sitting out there, hey, one day you're going to be friends with that guy. He's going to know your name. You guys are going to shoot each other a text, which didn't exist back then.
Yeah.
And I would have said, this is in your wildest dreams. Never. And to get a chance to do it and get a chance to come and do this. And baseball is real slow until it's not. And that's what
and
makes
then
it
it's
so,
every pitch.
It's incredibly intense, and getting a chance to relive those moments with Miguel Rojas and Oral Hershiser and Rick Dempsey. It's another played 24 years in the major leagues, and just to get to do that's a real treat.
You know, I went to a lot of the games with the home games with Clinton Yates and Parker Bell. Had a great time, but they've discovered the way I watch baseball, which is that I mutter. I mutter your pitch, Miguel. Yeah. Your pitch. Hitter's pitch. I mean, like throughout the thing, I'm always talking and always yapping about it while it's going on.
We did a thing for the Make March Matter campaign, right? Where
yes.
we went with Fidel.
Fidel, that's
and
right.
Family.
Oh, yeah, we had a great time.
And we had a great time, and it's the first time you and I went to a ball game together. Yep. And I really liked it because you and I kind of were watching this similarly.
Yes.
Like it's, okay, what are they going to do here? Well, is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? And it's just not everybody can slide into that.
You know, one of the I mentioned minor league baseball. You know, my first job before I did anything else.
Hit me.
10 years old, bat boy for the Toledo Mud Hens.
Awesome.
It was unbelievable.
When I was 10 years old and I saw the guys at Dodger Stadium running out there, picking up the bat, giving the umpires the balls and all that, I'm like, that's got to be the greatest job in the world.
Yeah, it was so insane for me as a kid. Would
any of the Mud Hens become stars?
Let me see. Frank Viola.
Oh, sure.
Let me see. Dave Engel was an all-star at
I remember
one point.
the name. Yeah.
And there was a guy named Ward. What was his name?
Gary Ward?
Gary Ward.
Yeah.
That was another guy.
Yeah.
Ron Washington was the was the utility infielder when I was a bat boy.
When you got started doing this, did you have a job in mind before bat boy? Like when you
I knew I was going to work in broadcasting.
Did you want to do play-by-play?
I never wanted to do play-by-play.
That was what I wanted to do.
That's what you wanted to do?
That's what I wanted to do.
Have you ever put it on tape and tried it out?
I did it a little bit.
Did you?
I did it in some in college, and I did some things where I did, go call some games by yourself, and I still love doing it.
See, and what about your son's high school?
Well, that's more PA as opposed to play-by-play. That is a far, not that it's not important, but it's a far easier gig than play-by-play. Like just saying 4th and 2 from the 35 is a little different.
Whose house? Dolphins' house.
I am not really, this is going to sound, I'm not a word-perfect broadcaster. Like when Steven Nelson, word perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Davis, word perfect. I'd never had that. Ireland,
yeah,
very word perfect. It's just not my game, So it's different. I always knew I was going to.
I just wanted to be a part of the games.
Way. Oh, yeah.
Right, to be a part of, and even getting to do what I do with the Rams, pre-half and post. That it's not, JB does such a great job, but to just be around the games week after week is awesome.
So crazy old John Lynch, I shouldn't call him crazy old John Lynch, but John Lynch, my old boss down in San Diego, they started a radio station 1090. Actually, Scott Kaplan did the mornings with Billy Ray, and I did the afternoons with Billy Wardell. And it came down to the point where they were trying to keep me, and I was coming to L.A.
Yeah.
And John offered me one of the play-by-play jobs on the Padres because they had just gotten the Padres rights.
No kidding.
And even that, I still can't.
How close did you get? Was it at least I got to stop and think about it?
You know what? I don't like traveling a lot.
Okay.
I don't like.
By the way, the baseball
I don't like
gig
living out of a suitcase
grind.
for a season. Yeah, I know.
I never. When Steven Nelson was talking about this earlier, that Rick Monday, I knew this, but I'd never put it together. He does all the spring training games too.
Oh, man.
Like he goes from what is that? Like the end of February through the end of early November. Unbelievable.
Oh man. All right. Coming up next for you, we are going to have our Amazon pick of the week. Right.
Mm-hmm.
We'll break down some of the football. By the way, Alicia Del Valle brought me a Trojans rain poncho.
Oh. Well, you're going to need it.
Because tomorrow at the Coliseum, it's going to rain. You think I should not go?
I think I don't want you to be sick next week, and then I have to get you fill in.
Right.
That sounds selfish, Em. I'm just saying
very selfish of
you're
Emily.
trying to take some fun off of Mason's plate for personal
interest. You can always
interest.
grab a Kamenetsky. They're everywhere.
The station's lousy with Kamenetskys.
Oh, yeah. No, we own that market. All right, so coming up next for you, our Amazon pick of the week. I will tell you in advance. It's going to be Rams versus Seahawks.
I can't wait.
Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma Brands radio station. Your Lakers, your season, your home.
Today, the long Laker road trip continues and makes a stop in the Big Easy for a showdown with the Pelicans.
Luka out of the backcourt. Luka give it to LaRavia. LaRavia to Rui. Three-pointer. Good again. Rui's hot.
Coverage of Lakers versus Pelicans starts today at 3:30 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues. Expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info.
Hey, Laker fans, are you juggling work and family, chasing big goals while keeping everything else on track? You're in Ander, and National University gets it. That's why they have flexible online courses, career-focused programs, and real support for busy students who do it all. Whether you're building a career, raising a family, or going after your next big win, NU helps you crush your end game and your end game. Make your move at nu.edu.
Discover the bold taste of tradition with Amor Salsita homemade authentic salsas. Hi, this is Jerry with Amor Salsita. From dipping your chips, marinating your favorite dish, topping your tacos, Amor Salsita brings the vibrant flavors of Mexico straight to your table. Salsas with smoky, juicy, chunky tomato, roasted tomatillos, and mango habanero flavors. Visit AmorSalsita.com and discover the flavors and recipes. Pick up your Amor Salsita at any Albertsons, Vons, or Pavilions in the produce department.
BC, you doing this? You running the board? What's up? Who's running the board?
The Crazy Hernandez brothers from Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. What if I'm at home, I'm like, I got to do this project, but I keep putting it off because I'm worried about the finances part of it. Like, what do you suggest those people do?
We all have a honey-do list, right? And you're the numbers guy. Your wife says, hey, I want to do this living room floor. You're putting it off because you're thinking it's going to cost me $5,000. Give us a call. Give me your square footage. You'll be surprised at what we can do for you.
A 5-minute phone call can save you thousands of dollars.
For the best prices on hardwood, carpet, and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
When it comes to hiring, other job sites are still huddling, while ZipRecruiter's already in the end zone. What's the advantage? With ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast, but you also get the best person for your job. It's a win-win. Plus, ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Recruiting a team or looking for fresh talent, ZipRecruiter covers the field with their powerful technology and immediately starts showing your job to the right candidates. That's why over 4 million businesses have used ZipRecruiter to hire, and why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster, smarter, and more efficient from post to hire before the competition can even line up. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
And it is Mason and Ireland right now on ESPN LA on this Friday, and it is time for the Mason and Ireland Pick of the Week. Pick of the Week. The Mason and Ireland Pick of the Week, presented by Amazon Pickup. Amazon Pickup, a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations near you. It's time for the Mason and Ireland Friday Pick of the Week, presented by Amazon Pickup right now on Mason and Ireland on ESPN LA.
All right, here we go. Amazon Pick of the Week. For me, the biggest game of the weekend. I think for all of us, the biggest game of the weekend. The Los Angeles Rams hosting the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday. The last I checked, the line, are we doing this based on line?
Yeah.
Sure, -6.5.
Well,
I saw
now,
4.5.
You saw it down to 4.5?
I'm looking right now, it's -3.5.
-3.5.
That means a lot of money's coming in on the
It started at
Seahawks.
-6.5, so it's come way down.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
And the weather is Seattle related, and so, maybe they're bringing their stuff to us.
Oh, yeah. Thankfully, we're indoors.
They're
Mostly.
really similar.
Yeah.
They're really similar teams. They both have pretty good offenses. They both have very good defenses.
Very good defenses, yeah.
the big difference is Stafford is not just a little bit better than Darnold. He's a lot better than Darnold.
Yep.
And Stafford, this is as good as I've seen him play since coming to L.A., and they won the Super Bowl one year.
Right.
And I think he's even come above that level, that he's able to do whatever he wants. Davante Adams gives them a whole nother level that they've never had before. Like, think about how many times you'd watch the Rams play, and they'd get inside. Emily and I have spent a
the
million
red
times.
zone? Oh,
and it's like the thing would just kind of stall in there, and they didn't have anybody that could win in those tight areas. Davante Adams is just a cheat code.
Yep,
he gets open in a phone booth,
Yep.
and Matthew Stafford can put it anywhere he wants, and it's changed everything.
Also, the use of tight ends has been
my goodness,
incredible. I mean, he's running with 4 tight ends. I learned this week all about 13 personnel. I learned about it from Sua and from M.
What I think was funny, I was listening to a podcast driving in today, and one of the podcast hosts, he's not like a local LA podcaster, he just covers all the NFL, and he was like, I'm just going to bet on all 4 of the big white tight ends to score, and you'll probably hit at least one of them. Because he's like, I've had money on Tyler Higbee every time, and there's a big white guy in the end zone, and you think it's Tyler Higbee. No, it's actually Colby Parkinson.
Right.
Colby Parkinson, Davis Allen, Terrence Ferguson's getting used.
Ferguson
It's crazy.
is starting to. I mean, there's a reason he was taken so high. McVay had a vision for him, and it's starting to show up.
I've heard DeMarco say this. I've heard JB say this. I've heard all the guys that I've done pre-op and post with say this a bunch of times, that in McVay's offense, other than the quarterback, the most complicated position is tight end. That there are so many different things. There's so many different variables that you have to understand based on what you're seeing, based on what the quarterback is seeing, and you need to see it the same way. And you look at this, like all of these guys that come in, it's like, this isn't happening. But the longer they're here, the more it starts. Look at Colby Parkinson. He was a non-factor last year.
Yep.
He's been really good this year. Terrence Ferguson wasn't even dressing for some of these games earlier. Now he's a factor in this too. So I think that learning curve for tight ends is pretty steep, but Ferguson not only is getting the ball, Mace, he's wide open.
Wide open. He had one drop in that last week. He's got to hang on to that.
They didn't start, and like you mentioned, they didn't start the season like this. I feel like there's somebody in that coaching staff that was like, hey, we're not doing this enough. And then it just got to be like this like mind meld hive mentality between the tight ends of everyone buying in. And the thing is, too, it's like every tight end can catch and will catch balls. And so it's like you can't prepare for everything that's going to be it's really beautiful to watch, and I think they unlocked it with that Jaguars game. Jaguars game was the first time we really saw them running that much 13 personnel because they didn't have Puka. And they were kind of trying to replace Puka on aggregate. And then they realized, wow, we can actually do this. And now we don't have Puka. And literally anybody could score at any time. And it's just, I don't know who has more weapons on their offense than the Rams do. Maybe the Lions?
Maybe. But maybe not.
Because
Seattle has got JSN, but beyond
I would take almost everybody else in the Rams over JSN.
I would too.
Besides JSN.
Would you take?
No. Besides JSN,
yes.
I would take almost everyone on the Rams.
Take age off the table. Okay? Just assume we're just going to play the rest of this season, JSN or Devontae. I think it's really close.
It's
right.
Very
I don't think there's a bad answer there, but
answer.
That I think is why the Rams are what they are. They have one of those guys. They've never had that. They've had good quarterback play in Goff. They've had excellent quarterback play in Stafford. They had the best running back in the league for a period of time in Todd Gurley. We've seen them have a bunch of really good wide receivers, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Puka Nacua. They haven't had that.
Yeah.
They haven't had a guy that just flat out wins every snap, and you can tell it's just changed the way that they play, in particular when they're close to the goal line.
And it's so interesting to see Devontae and Puka, the different ways that they play that wide receiver position, because Puka is a guy that'll run through everything. It is so tough. Almost runs into too much. Maybe should get out of bounds a little earlier, touch the ground a little more earlier. And then Devontae Adams has had such a long career because he's a little more protective over his body.
Yes.
He understands, hey, let me get out 3 yards early instead of destroying my brain going extra 3 yards. So I think that Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, hopefully Puka can learn a little bit from Devontae.
Right.
Not just his ability to get separation, but also the ability to get out of bounds and save yourself.
I don't think you can rewire that guy.
No.
I think he can.
He's just one of those guys. That's just the way he plays. It's sort of like I was talking about, a lot of people talked about Cam Scatteraboo.
Yeah.
He's got one mode. It did hurt him.
What makes those guys those guys?
It's just who he is. The other aspect of Sunday is that Cooper Kupp is returning to SoFi Stadium. I'm sure there will be a fantastic.
Did you hear what he said?
What
Kupp said about it? He found out that they were going to do like the video tribute to him. He goes, "I'm not dead."
Yeah. Right.
So I don't know.
But a great Ram.
Oh,
a great Ram.
So if you were doing statue games, right? Once we're done with Justin Dean with his hands
Justin
in the air,
Dean, hands up.
He's got that statue done. Aaron Donald goes first, right?
Yes.
At SoFi
No
Stadium.
question.
Sean McVay's got to be second.
Sean McVay's right there.
Right.
Absolutely.
Who's next? It's Kupp, isn't it?
It's Kupp. It is Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. I mean, Super Bowl MVP, Triple Crown winner, All-Pro. How long was he here? 7 or 8 years?
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to.
No, he came in with McVay too. You know, McVay talked about this when he joined us this week. That McVay's rookie year and Kupp's rookie year coincided.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I'm sure, a different thing for McVay this year to do an offense without Cooper Kupp available as well. So I'm sure it's just like they have that connection too.
By the way, I want to mention this and make sure everybody knows. Sunday, blackout game.
Yeah.
Are you wearing black?
I am now. You brought it up yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, I will dig in. I will get one of my many thin hoodies that I like to wear. I do have a black one. I will put on my black jeans, and we'll go from there.
And will you wear black for the game?
I will wear a black button-up
Black
that
button-up.
I have.
We got a black shirt on today.
Yes, I do. Well, I can't wear this on Sunday.
Well, just run it through the wash. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
I bought a brand new hoodie for the game.
A Rams hoodie?
A Rams hoodie. Oh, it is such a great hoodie.
Do you think you'll be on the screen again as Steve?
I really would love to be Steve again. There's the hoodie. I think it's just fantastic.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's a fantastic.
Did you hear? So I don't think you guys listened to him this morning, but Bill Simmons was poo-pooing it.
Was poo-pooing what?
The jerseys, the black jerseys, the all-black jerseys.
Oh,
he was
come on.
like, it doesn't look that good. It's not that different. I was like, oh, no, it looks good.
You know what? Jerseys, people always complain about jerseys. It's like, I don't like that. I don't like that. They all get used to it.
Okay, well, yes and no.
I like the midnight mode jerseys that they're going to be wearing.
I'm okay with the midnight mode jerseys. I'll go back to when the Rams went from their previous design to what they have right now.
Yes.
The style. When I first saw them, I'm like, no, I love them now.
Me too.
I absolutely love them.
Everybody hated
all the way. The one thing that showed up that I hated, that I still hate, are the Dodger City Connects. You can never connect. You can never convince me that those
the
things
funfetti ones.
The cake confetti, funfetti. It just looks. The Dodgers are so clean, and so classy, and so classic,
and simple,
and simple. It's just blue and white with a little bit of red right here, and then it's just like, what is that?
Perfection.
Yeah,
perfection.
Don't mess with that.
All right, we're going to do some game of games coming up next. It is M's game. Is somebody going to play a lot?
We'll get somebody to play with us.
Dean there. I see. Well, there are people roaming around. We'll get somebody to play with us. Mason in Ireland. Travis in for John.
Yeah.
Ireland got Wally pipped.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a baseball show
You're the
today.
New guy.
I feel
You're
like
the new guy.
I'm Gehrig.
Live from Legends Attic in Claremont. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
To the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction.
And you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino.
For ESPN LA contest rules, go to ESPNLA.com and click the contest button.
At rusnetcars.com, 'tis the season to relax and save big on your next luxury car. Skip the doorbusters and shop thousands of luxury vehicles from the comfort of home, including over 100 special lease offers on brands like Genesis, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Porsche, Volvo, Land Rover, and BMW. It's all in one place, and the savings starts now. RusNetCars.com. Your sleigh awaits.
Did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles offers more state-of-the-art cell and gene therapies than any other pediatric hospital on the West Coast? These breakthrough treatments are rewriting the playbook for serious diseases like cancer, Duchenne muscular dystrophy, hemophilia, and sickle cell disease, helping kids walk, run, and go for their goals. So put your child on the West Coast #1 team for cell and gene therapy. To learn more, visit chla.org.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the Hollywood sign? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save on phones and plans where everyone in the family can choose their own plan and save. So bring in your bill to your local LA Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metric True Score per data to 1H 2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill data within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
Cap here. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt. With years of experience and a passion for helping people, if you've got water damage at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
What's going on? It's Bethel Duran, and I love rolling around in my Toyota. Tacoma, to be exact. And right now, if you're in the 818, go check out the All-Stars at Northridge Toyota. In the 626, it's all about Wondries Toyota. Lease a brand new 2025 Tacoma for just $164 a month or 36 months plus tax. Northridge Toyota or Wondries Toyota. Serving all of SoCal sports fans, they make it easy.
Lease excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, and dealer options and changes. $59.99 cash or trade equity down. Expires 11/30/25.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
It is Game of Games time, and we are joined by Alan Benavides from Ontario, the Tower Buzzers. I remember listening the day the nickname was unveiled. Thanks for coming. Oh, I love that logo.
Dude, it's amazing, right? It's unbelievable.
So cool. And when does, let's see, is next year your first season?
April 2nd, Thursday.
Nice.
Will be opening day.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're going to do a little game of games, then we'll talk some Tower Buzzers. Em, you've got the game today.
I do have the game. Today is November 14th, so I thought I'd do 14s in baseball, okay? So 14s in baseball. So my first one, and Brian, you're going to play too, right?
Yeah. Oh, this will be terrible.
Okay. All right.
You don't need to know the numbers. Watch.
The first one. So MLB.com ranked jersey numbers by their productiveness, judging each number by their WAR, with 1 being the most productive. So 1 is most productive, the end is the least productive, okay? So where does 14 rank in productivity? People who wear 14.
Yes.
Is it the 5th most productive, the 26th most productive, or the 54th most productive? Mace?
26th.
Okay. What's your name again, sorry?
Alan,
go.
What was the second answer? What was the
Okay, 26?
Yep.
What was the highest one?
54.
No, the other way.
Okay, so do you want 5?
5.
Okay, Brian?
5.
Okay, it is 26.
Nice.
So Alan and Mace get it.
Let's roll.
All right.
All right.
For number 2. Billy Mays wore 14 for 1 year with the Giants during his rookie season. How many career triples does Willie Mays have? Is it 141, 154, or 162? Alan, you're up first.
I'll go 162.
And Travis.
I agree with Alan. 162.
And Mace.
162.
And Brian.
Sir, 162.
It is 141. It's actually the lowest one, so no one got that one. Pete Rose wore 14. He could not have his number retired in Cincinnati. So what team around Cincinnati did retire his number? Okay. Is it the Cincinnati Cyclones, an East Coast Hockey League team? Was the Kentucky Barrels an arena football team? Or is the Cincinnati Yawls a lacrosse team? Travis.
Give me the Kentucky one.
Okay. Brian.
The lacrosse team.
Mace.
Cincinnati number 1 was
Cincinnati Cyclones.
Cyclones.
And Alan?
I got to go with y'alls.
It was the Cyclones. I made up the other two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll.
Gil Hodges.
I had to go y'alls.
Wore 14 and is retired 14 for the Dodgers. Served in what branch of the military? Was it the Navy, the Army, or the Marines? Brian.
Marines.
Mace.
Navy.
Alan.
Army.
And Travis.
Marines.
It is the Marines.
Oh.
So
Nice.
Travis and Brian got that one. The points are Mace 2, Travis 1, Alan 1, and Brian 1.
Okay.
So, who was the last person to wear 14 for the Dodgers? Was it Joe Kelly, Kike Hernandez, or Keibert Ruiz? Let's start with Travis.
Kike.
And Brian.
Ruiz.
Mace.
Kike.
And Alan.
Ruiz.
It was Kike. So Travis got that. Mace got that.
I knew to follow Travis.
Exactly. Mace has 3. Travis has 2. Alan and Brian have 1. Who won the 14th World Series? Was it the Chicago White Sox, the Boston Braves, or the Philadelphia Athletics? Brian.
Athletics.
Mace.
Braves.
Alan.
Athletics.
And Travis.
White Sox.
It is the White Sox.
Oh, Travis.
Man, this is like a terrible.
Oh, no, you're doing good. You're doing as well as any of us. It's just guessing, man.
All right, we have 3 left, and Alan and Brian, you're 2 behind. Okay, so you might want to start going against Mace and Travis.
All right.
Mace and Travis are both tied. We have 3 left. Ernie Banks wore number 14 for the Cubs. In addition to being the first black person to play for the Chicago Cubs, he was also the first Cub to have his number retired. Which record of these does he not hold for the Cubs? So he does not have this record.
Does not hold the record.
Okay.
Hits, home runs, or at-bats. I'm going to start with Mace.
Hits, home runs, or at-bats. I'm going to say at-bats.
And let's go, Alan.
I'm going to go home runs.
Travis.
Hits.
And Brian.
Home runs.
It is hits.
Yeah. Did you know that, Trev?
My first kind of
instinct was
penciled
hits,
it
and
out.
I was
I know he had 1,000,000 home runs, and he played forever, so
Yeah.
at bats was probably way up there.
Yeah.
Only guy to win MVP for
The last place team. Yeah.
Okay, so that has eliminated Alan and Brian, and so
Alan.
we're sure to have you guys
We're
answer.
still going to talk about
That's
the
all right.
college.
That's all right.
It's all right. I know the team is going to be better than you.
They better be.
Totally.
They better be.
Mace, you do not. I think you do have to go opposite.
I have to go opposite, okay.
At this point in time. So Kent Herbeck wore number 14 for the Twins, and he played 14 years for the Twins. He hit a grand slam home run in Game 6 of the World Series in 1987. Who did he hit it off of? Is it John Tudor, Ken Daly, or Bob Forsch? Travis.
Give me the names again.
Do the last names or all of it?
The last names are fine.
Tudor, Daly, Forsch.
Forsch.
And Mace.
Tudor.
And then Brian.
Daly.
And Alan.
Tudor.
It was Daly.
Oh, it was
I gotta
Daly.
stop.
So
Why do you keep
Brian
asking
took that point?
They
right?
were all pitchers in that game, but
Yeah.
yeah, Daly was the one who pitched it. All right, last one, and Travis has already won. So Travis won with that one.
Oh.
Sorry, Antec.
You know
with that
what?
one.
You know what's going to happen? Dave Hobrecht is going to do a drawing of you winning game of games.
Yes.
Okay,
take it.
I have one more left for you guys and a tiebreaker just for fun.
Okay.
Ricky Henderson holds the record for the most stolen bases with 1,407. Who is the active leader in stolen bases? They have 361. Is it Jose Altuve, Trey Turner, or Starling Marte? Travis?
Turner.
And Mace?
Marte.
Alan?
Turner.
And Brian?
Tuve.
It's Marte.
Ah.
So Mace would have gotten a point there.
Been around for a long
And then Ricky Henderson holds the record for the most stolen bases. How many does the next person have? Person who's in second.
What's Ricky's number?
1,407. The next person is Lou Brock.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many does he have? And then you can write it down or say it. We've already decided.
Yeah, I will say it's 999.
999.
800.
800. Brian?
900.
900.
950.
Very close. It
Oh.
was 938.
There you go.
Yeah, so there we go. Travis won. Good job,
Travis,
Alan, though.
congratulations,
thank you.
man.
I
It
didn't know I was doing this.
You know what? It
This
was
is
the
my-
highlight of the day, and that's really saying something.
Yeah, I'll say. It's my first victory in November. I'm on the board.
So Alan Benavides is here. Tell me how the Ontario Tower Buzzers actually got started. Again, they start in April, but how did they get started?
I mean, look, the team's moving from Rancho Cucamonga, right? Our affiliation there. The stadium's brand new. It's built with the city of Ontario. It's ONT Field, and we open April 2nd. So we're a continuation of what was in Rancho, but we are now the Ontario Tower Buzzers.
You and I saw each other when we were out here at Legends Attic last time, and I did not know this about Mace. We were talking about this a minute ago.
Yeah.
You were a bat boy for the Toledo
When I was
Mudhens.
10 years old.
No way, really?
Yeah.
And you and I have talked about maybe having me bat boy at one of the Tower Buzzers game. Are we still on for that?
Yeah, well, you're going to be a Batman.
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 I don't have to wear a cape. do I? Okay,
Right.
good.
So
Good. No capes and masks.
No, but we have to make that happen.
I am 100% in on it.
You have to 100% sprint back and forth in the dugout.
Oh,
You got-
yeah, you've got to run.
Done.
You gotta run.
I will. I will run as fast as I can run. I don't know if that would
I
qualify.
don't know if you
for
run. You
sprint
more
speed.
lope.
I meander.
You're a loper.
I am
There's no meandering as a bat boy. You cannot meander.
Okay, well, I will. What's one step above meandering? Lope. Perhaps.
Lope, yeah,
I will
lope.
lope. I will do the job, and I will do it to the best of my ability. Alan.
We're going to make that happen.
So, Alan, I don't know if you know this or not, but I
Sure.
sing a really, really strong national anthem.
Do you know that's a difficult song, and people don't give it. People who sing that song, I tip my cap because that is a hard song
hard
to sing.
song.
It's a hard song to sing. And do you do it under 90 or over 90?
I do it under 90.
Okay.
It's a march. It's not. Don't drag it out. It's a march.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, because I've never been invited to sing the national anthem in Ontario.
I've seen you do it a couple of times, Mace.
I can remedy that.
You can remedy it? Can I do it the same night Travis is Batman?
Here we go.
It'll be ESPN LA night. I'll sing the anthem. He's Batman.
I think this is a lock.
Okay,
All right.
done.
This is a lock.
There you go. See?
Can you really do it?
I
Yes, you can.
absolutely can. I've sung at the Kings. I've sung at the Dodger Stadium.
No, wait,
Angel
so you're not
Stadium.
joking?
Oh no, I'm
Oh, yeah, you're doing it.
I'm like totally solid.
Oh, yeah, you're
I'm not spectacular. I'm respectfully mediocre, which
Yes.
I think is really strong.
In the minor league levels, that's really good.
Yeah, exactly. It's awesome having you here. Thank you very much. Look
Yeah.
forward to the Ontario Buzzer Beaters season, which starts in April. Oh, wow. I've got a clock and everything. We've got 1 minute left. Travis,
Yes.
summarize the day.
Today was one of the great days.
Yeah.
Today was a day where we got to spend, half an hour with Miguel Rojas?
Miguel Rojas.
And
Dude,
got
the
to hear the
legend.
stories. I mean, Alan's got the shirt on right now. It was a highlight of the time that I've been here at 710 that so soon after one of the most iconic home runs in Dodger history to get the man that hit it.
The ball was sitting right there.
The ball was sitting
The
right
ball
there.
was sitting right there.
I loved it. It was good
Crazy.
to do with you, too.
And I loved that he clearly wears his heart on his sleeve.
He does.
Which made it really, really cool. And, right now I've got chills thinking about it.
When they unveiled the Dave Hobrick's painting and he had a tear running down his face, it was the highlight of the day for me.
It was. All right, go USC. Go Rams. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for listening. Lakers basketball is coming up for you. They need a win.
They should get
Ireland's
one.
only got 2 wins, so they got to win this thing.
Yep.
John Ireland and Beto Duran and those guys coming up next, 710 ESPN.
Thanks, guys.
The Lake Show lives here.
Three-pointer by Reeves. It's good! Austin Reeves with a dagger!
We added some pieces that we really needed, and we have really high hopes.
On 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
When it's game time, make the winning play at George Chevrolet. From the powerful Silverado to the all-electric